Mic test, mic test. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Buddy Bison stream. I hope we're all having a wonderful day today, because I most certainly am, because it is, albeit a Monday, we are in fact going to be playing some more East 9 Monstrum Nox, which is always a fun time. Excuse me while I just add chapter 7, chapter 7 to the stream title. Okay. There we go, baby. And yeah, we should be good. We are going to the quarry, which, yeah, I think, yeah, I ended stream right in front of the quarry last time because I didn't want to, confuse myself any. So, I think I'll have to be glad for that. Yeah, we got that, and then that's spin. Okay, that's roll, that's attack, that's jump. Okay, that's... that. Okay. Okay. What's that? Hey, Fontana, thank you very much for the raid. How's it going, my man? How was Greece? Yes. And then Sacramento's, we got gift gauge, mapping, dash speed, rare item drop. Yeah, so we should be pretty good. Because all those are good ones. I have Adol as Slash, Doll as Bash, and Renegade as Pierce. Just got audio. Okay. Nice. Nice. I mean, good thing that I talk a lot, huh? Huh? The hell we end up this time? Is this it, Jules? Yeah, this is the quarry we're looking for. Yo, let's mine some rocks. The quarry ruins. Okay, we got some Stonehenge-looking shit, as always. They say the stones used to build Balduke Fortress were all cut from here. The quarry! So all these formations were left over from way back when? Amazing. This is the okay. I mean, you know, it does seem very geometric, so makes sense. The area seems to have been more or less abandoned since then. With how long it's remained untouched, there may be less stable footing than we'd like. And we shall simply have to remain mindful of our steps as we proceed. Yeah! I can also go into the ground, which is cool. Okay. So, let's get on our way. What's... okay, triangle. There we go. Okay, good.
Leave it to me. Switch.
There we go. Adol. Coming in for the save. And we got a chest over here. No reason not to get this chest. How are you doing today, Fontana? Hope you're doing well. I hope your stream went good. And I've never heard of the game Gris, I don't think. So I can't really comment as to what it is. But I hope you had fun. Yes, way back when Minds, Gods, Ancient Robots, you know. It's way back enough. Before our time, i.e. more than 10 years ago. Okay. Oh yeah, he's the guy that loves saying Hunter's Descent anytime he uses Hunter's Descent. Yep. I mean, at least he knows what moves he's using. Very Journey-like, it's an artsy platform. Ah, okay. I'm trying to think if I've ever played a game like that, and I don't think I have. It's not the type of game that I look for. I mean, I don't go for platformers very much. This is about as far into platforming as I'm like willing to allow myself to get. Because it's just not game type that I've ever really liked all that much. That's not to say I haven't played them. I remember back in my day, I played on the GBA, what was it, Super Mario World 3, I think, or whatever. I think that was the one that I played on the GBA. I hope you'll be happy. Tomorrow's game is Skyline Nexus. Nice. Yeah, Skyline Nexus is a pretty good game. Certainly not a perfect game, and nor do I think it's as good as what there are a lot of fans of it, and I don't understand why there's so many, or like why they're so vocal about it. But I mean, I could argue that about like any game. But it was enjoyable. I think my biggest grievance with the game was like it makes you want to think that like the choice of character matters at the start. It really doesn't. Like, it's a game that like tries to warrant 2 playthroughs, but by and large it really doesn't need more than one. Like, the only thing that you're missing out by not playing a second time is seeing the character specific like character interaction events. This overall story by and large is very much the same between the two, with like slightly different themes. You fight like almost all the same bosses. go to all the same areas in the same order. To me, there's not enough to warrant a second playthrough, even though I did. I did, in fact, do a second one. I think I did it on stream. But it's a fun game. It's definitely a fun game worth playing. It kind of does the same, only difference seeing what happens in one part like before. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm thinking of games that did like multiple playthroughs correctly, I have to think like Ys Origin is probably the one that did it the best in recent memory I've played. Because out of all the games that have done that, oh, this is a, there we go, Jesus Christ. Jesus. They have done a, they've done something like that. It's like, even though you're going up the same tower in the same order and fighting a lot of the same bosses, like, the gameplay is different enough between each of the characters to make it feel new. Additionally, the story is new enough that it doesn't feel annoying, and the story is different enough between each of the characters that feels pretty good. Is it anything I did really at first time? Just like, I died. Why are my friends fighting God? I mean, you're in a JRPG. That's why they're fighting God. No other reason. And who needs a different reason? When someone comes up to you and says, "Yo, you want to fight God?" You don't ask like, "Ah, should I?" You just say when. How hard? Can I use a shovel? Can I use a shovel to defeat God? Please allow it.
Something's here.
Okay, you know what? You guys are. Oh wait. There's a chest up here. Excuse me. Can't see ya. But yeah, I think I just have a soft spot for using just like very basic shit as a weapon. Right? Like I'm specifically thinking of the sidekick from Mar, right? Main character uses an interesting weapon. It's a kendama with a big fucking Usopp nose, and I love it. But like his best friend is just using a shovel. It's fantastic. Jude uses fist, should any medical student turn fugitive should. I mean, hey man. You train your fist, it can be the mightiest of weapons. Learn skill. Read to teach Crimson King a skill. Fuck yeah. Calamity Cambo. I don't know why I thought it should be pronounced Cambo. Calamity Combo. Cool. Okay, what's going on here? Calamity Combo. Seize a foe with Flaming Cloud before finishing off with a single leaping blow. Okay. Let's do Rising Flash. Calamity Cambro? Ah. Okay, yeah, that's an up move. Glad to see. There's certain moves where I'm like, do I want to have you on triangle? And usually it's dependent on how much of like an up move it feels. If that makes any sense. It does to me. Right, where it's like generally moves that have your character move upwards are up moves to me, right? And like this one starts with an uppercut, and that's an up move. Hey, Dex, how's it going? Resting him at the moment? Okay, nice. Yeah, honestly, I feel like rested myself, because yesterday, to feel like a productive member of society, I did not go out into society, but I did clean my apartment. So, yeah. That was a time. Fuck, there's a chest down here. I need to fall and get it. Dry aged meat. Did not need to fall and get it, but I did. Turns out my legs, the hamstrings are super stiff. I have to have daily exercise to get my feet working. Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that I do try to make sure I do. Like, at least pace around, like, my, apartment and workplace, like, pretty frequently. Just to keep my body not, absolutely abysmally tight. Wait, which way is the entrance? That way's the entrance, okay. Got a list of every weapon type and test. Are you ready, Bison? Oh god. Every weapon type? Okay, well it should start with sword. Went to a foot doctor for 3 years. Pandemic, I finally got me in with him. Nice. Yeah, I myself need to probably go to a foot doctor at some point. There's no pain, or there wasn't any pain. Or there was pain, now there wasn't, because I went and got, like, arch support shoes, which helped me on my issue. Also, I've started using toe spacers because a couple of my toesies on my left foot are oddly close to each other, I guess is how I describe it. But it's like a genetic thing that kind of runs in the family. Instruments, ladles, fry pans, bags. Oh god. We love it. We love using bags as weapon. Oh yeah, because Rita used a bag, didn't she? Or no, she used a scroll. Yeah, that was Rita. Whistles. Fair muscle are not born, probably my bonus. I don't really stand. Ah, damn. Okay. Makes sense as to why it wouldn't work. Bladerangs. I feel like that's its own very weird thing. That's just a boomerang, but made of something sharp. There's no need for it to have its own. Oh, I really could just come over here and got the teleport, huh? Bags is from Eternia, basically Carol Bison. Ah, okay. Oh, God, Carol, he was cool. A little dirt, but cool. Yeah, I call this a good spot to rest as any. Shot staves. Is that like a gun staff? Instead of gun blade, you have a gun staff?
I say, yeah, apparently I have learned the arcane arts, but also eat lead, bitch. Let me cast magic missile with my shotgun.
Getting through this place is taking a serious toll on me. Yeah, you said it. It looks like the path continues on the opposite side of this gap. Yeah, that was from Pascal and Tales of Grace. Okay. It appears to be quite a distance away. I have my doubts we would be able to reach it, even with Hunter's Descent. No, if this guy's in the way, we won't. But the route to the prison should be just beyond this point. Weird-ass mage. Her physical skills were long range, and her magic was short range. The arcane deserves close attention, so let me shoot it into your face from point-blank range. That's the due respect it deserves. We need to figure out a way. Oh my god. Oh, wait, what the hell? Adol? Something about that relief tile bothering you? Well, it seems like it turned into a jump panel. What's up with this relief tile? Bracers, technically gauntlets, but the game calls them bracers. Yeah. Just like... Oh god, I was talking with a coworker about how, what is it? It's the latest Mission Impossible, or maybe not the latest one, but has like Henry Cavill and he cocks his fists. And I just leave seeing the fan edits of just like people adding gun cocking sounds to it. Cause like I'm like if I were the director of the movie, I would have actually had gun cocking sounds in the movie, because not because it makes any sense, but because it would be fun and cool. Quills, javelins, urns, brooms. Which of these things is not like the other? Javelins. Books, yep. Never seen them on this color before. Wonder if something's different about it. You can feel a mysterious yet familiar sensation emanating from the leaf tile. Focus your mind. Badges. What's getting me is that this list of weapons, at that same time, cadence. What's getting me is that this list is not in alphabetical order, evidently. Encyclopedia? Oh, that's a book. Jillian Mines. Specifically an encyclopedia. Looks like we found our way into the old mine gallery. The escape route outlined on the map should be right through here. Knight swords, as opposed to a regular sword. Different than swords.
Excuse me, that should be an A instead of an E in the word then. It was then, it is now, versus more than another thing.
Oh god. Also different than ninja blades. Two form swords. Can't really make out the details without warning how it's gone. We'll just have to keep going for now. Stay sharp, Adol. You got it, Marius. You imperial scum. Oh yeah, those were... I think... What was it? There we go.
A treasure chest.
Damn it, you son of a fucking whore. Yeah. See, I've always found the insult son of a bitch really funny. Because, like, frankly, who are you insulting with it? Like, you're honestly son of a bitch. You're honestly insulting the mother more than the person, right? Spinners.
A treasure chest.
There we go. Give me 2,400 gold. That's what we like to see. We like to see money. Ah, tits and whores. Tits and whores. $10 HP. Living on a prayer. Also, this is Alphabega was prefixed by TOV weapon type. What's TOV stand for? Collars, hairpins. Okay, ate 3 raisins and now I'm good. Raisins, the superfood. God, when I was younger, did not like raisins. Because it's like, why can't I just eat the grape?
How do we get it down?
How do we get it down? Cut the fucking rope, Marius. Desert Asperia, they're organized by game. Ah, okay. Sledgehammers. Okay. Okay, sledgehammers. That's a sensible weapon, honestly.
Let's take a break.
I did not need to heal. Son of Lebish. Pendulums. Oh? Oh, wait, what? What's going on here? Is this a strange or familiar present? Oh, okay. Now it's can just actively switch between the Adols. Ritual swords different than other swords and umbrellas. Okay. Interesting. Adol? You okay there? You have been getting enough sleep lately, haven't you? Something is coming. Take a look, everyone. Oh, and the door we cut down. Yep. Okay, okay. I see. A raft? Where the hell did that come from? Maybe we can use it to get to the other side? Talk about a lucky break. No need to question it. Who are we to complain? Let's get over there while we still can. Oh, and there is one character that uses tonfas. Step on these special glowing relief tiles to swap the story's perspective. Try swapping out when your exploration comes to a standstill. Interesting. Okay. I was not expecting that kind of thing, even though I feel like I should have. Because it's like, how many other places could exploration go? Oh, yo, Dark Souls? We love kneeling knight in an arena. Yeah. Yeah. East 9, A Tale of Two Adults. Basically. Frankly, that is what it could be called. Big man smash small thing. Eternally faithful warrior of stone, Esmil Bellator. Oh god, I was not expecting a fucking roll, bro. Like, that I was not expecting first move of dude with sword and friggin' gun hands to use was roll. Really is Dark Souls. Damn it, stop. Stop doing fucking Solaire tactics, man. Actually, no, that's not right. Stop using Thorn. Stop using the Thorn set. The PvP, I'm just gonna roll and hurt you. Probably one of the funnier sets. Actually, what is my equipment on Adol right now? Fuck. I don't know if because I think I took off the skill +4 for him, so he's not getting as much skill XP. Use boost 100 times, we take it. Good. Hey, thank you very much for the sub, Slash. Sorry I can't look at chat right now. I am trying to beat this not Dark Souls. Honestly, he reminds me of the first Demon Souls boss. Or not the first one, but the... Oh, dude, he just did a fucking wrestling move. Love this guy. I don't like wrestling, but I like when bosses that shouldn't be able to do wrestling moves do wrestling moves. Okay, come on. You're almost there. Ah. And the combo up to level 2. Nice. Gala. Okay, Clairbane is the main heroine, Tales of Rebirth. Oh, she serves as the protagonist and she remains absent for a large portion of the story due to being abducted. I love that in a main character. Gala, yo, is a magic knight. Basically. Would it surprise you to know that this game was made by the same people that make Trails? Okay, I need to go into equip. Oh no, I do still have it. Wow, it was honestly kind of a waste though. Okay, Calamity Cambo. I keep saying Cambo. It's because it starts with Calamity and I want it to rhyme or have some level of like, not alliteration because that's vowel sound. What is it? Consonants, which is consonant sounds. What's this? A tunnel network dug out for the quarry, by the looks of it. What, just for some rocks? Folks must have had the energy to spare back in those days. The pathway appears to lead into the general direction of the prison. And we're on the right track. Let's go. You know what's crazy? This game was released in That feels wrong. But I guess it's very right, because after this came out was when they released Daybreak and Daybreak 2 Crimson Sin, so... Yeah. Yeah. It is approximately right in terms of time frame.
Pull the lever, Kronk!
Oh, in English it was 2021. Well, yeah, I was counting in terms of like Falcom games that they released since this game, right? Because the only ones that they've released since this game are Daybreak and Daybreak 2, right? Ah, I see. Good. Okay, I was wondering what the hell was going on with that thing. I figured it out. Three days till P5 Tactica. Nice. Honestly, I'll be excited for that once I get around to it, right? Because I still have strikers to get through. That is a sub-goal game, so it is in the queue. It is in the queue, but it's definitely going to be a next year game. Luckily, that one won't take nearly as long as Royal did, although I liked Royal. It was good. It just was a very long time that I was streaming it. There's no denying this. So it'd be nice to play a shorter Persona experience, and also one that I haven't experienced as well, so it'll be new for everyone involved. Because I've only played the first... First, like... couple hours of strikers. Okay, how the fuck do I get over to that chest? Strikers are so good. Yeah, I'm excited to get to it. Mostly because of like the story. Like Musou games are like all right. I just remember feeling like when I did play it, feeling a bit overloaded right at the start because they give you a tutorial once you switch to a character. So it's like, hey, here's this character. Get used to them immediately. Got it. Good. Iron Shield. So it was kind of like a bit much right at the start, but I don't think there would be reasonably any other way for them to kind of do it, just because of the structure of the game, where it's like, hey, whereas like base P5, it's like we can slowly introduce each character and their skill set, and you can get used to them that way. It's like kind of the idea of Strikers is like, we're not gonna drip feed everyone to you again. We don't want another Haru situation where it's like you don't really get to spend time with this character because like there's like two or three dungeons where you actually get to have her and develop her character in terms of like time. Or I guess one could argue similarly with Catchy. Mandragora route, nice. But also it's a matter of like, okay, here's an entirely new game with a new system of fighting, and getting it immediately is a bit overwhelming. Everyone said that, never felt it. Yeah, I didn't feel it with Haru at the very least. With Akechi it felt a bit much. But also, I mean, like, with how that story goes, it didn't feel too bad even in base P5. Honestly, the one that I felt it the most in Royal was Kasumi, because it's like, oh yeah, you get her for like 2 fights, and then you have to wait until the bonus, like, extra thing. Kind of dislike Haru, even knowing her backstory, she was just annoying to me. Okay, and that's the thing. Not every character is going to hit the same with everyone, right? But it's just, like, of the main Phantom Thieves, Haru's the one that had the least amount of time to be developed, as well as go through stories with other characters, because she was the last to join. You know, Catchy wasn't going to be cared about. His commandant was autoed in P5. Basically, yeah. I mean, I still like Akechi in base P5, but Royal really ups him from like, I like him to, oh, this guy is awesome. He's a really great character. At least in the story. But yeah. But yeah, like it, and one thing when I saw Strikers, I was like, man, I like how like they're more like we get the group again and like all that stuff. I was like, can I just like turn off Musou mode and go back to base P5 gameplay? Can I go back to turn-based? Like Father likes like, yeah. Like, cause that's all I wanted. Cause I was like, yo, can you just make it more P5? I like my turn-based P5. What's with this place? Looks like some sort of cavern. Jillian Mines, the old mine gallery. We got lava! I remember hearing about an old mining gallery deep in the quarry. This must be its entrance. Mine, huh? There's one in the prison that they use for penal labor. It's, managed by my family, actually. The Pelleton Company, you mean? And chances are following this hellhole should lead us straight into the other. Let's go test that theory out. We'll have to be careful not to get lost. These tunnels are even more intricate than they look. Ah, yes. Please tell us, White Cat, about how your family supports private prison. Rebirth came out 1 year after Symphonia Halves, with the result cross being between Human and Gajima. To the taboo standing over in It's just a story. Yeah. If I was already 7 years old, so when? I guess it. I mean, in my brain, the existence of Royal basically reset the timer as far as Sega was concerned, because like you can tell that they just like Atlas Sega, they just want to fucking milk it as hard as possible. I mean, they did it with P4. They're doing it P5. Like, I'm willing to bet that the next announcement will probably either be P5 Arena or it's going to be P6. Because, like, we've already got the PQ, so that's out of the way. Haven't played it, unfortunately, because that was on the latter end of the 3DS life cycle. At some point, maybe I will on stream. And we've already gotten Tactical, which is a new one. And we got Strikers, which is a new version. So it's like, there's only so many other game types that they can do. Roy was full price DLC. I mean, they did add a decent amount. And it was, like, I'd say it was enough of an addition. Maybe not like a full price, but like $40 would have been fine for me. Although I did pay full price because, you know what, I just really fucking like Persona 5. No, I'm not gonna try and hide it. Change base gameplay and layout multiple. Yeah. I mean, the dungeon layout didn't change too much, but they did add enough to kind of warrant it just being only, like, if it was just the last semester, then I'd be like, yeah, but enough character stuff changed, enough gameplay additions were added, that I would say it's like, okay, they did enough changes to warrant a purchase at full price. But that's also just me, right? It's always hard to kind of differentiate that kind of thing, because it's going between person to person, that is going to be very different, just due to the fact that it's like, hey, the base game, very same. Best change was the guns. See, that was the funny thing where I didn't, like, the time between base game and Royal was long enough for me to forget how the guns worked, and I forgot that base game guns did not reload, or you didn't get more bullets between every fight. So I only found that out after someone mentioned it. And I was like, oh, really? And then I unlocked a memory in my brain where I was like, oh yeah, I remember going into fights and popping one bullet. Because it's like, this is the one bullet that will down an enemy. And really despising On, because it's like, okay, I only use her bullet when there's only one enemy left, because her bullets just randomly go across everyone. So I was like, I need to make sure that there's only one available thing that could hit before I do it. But yeah, no, retroactively, yeah, one of the best changes. One of the best possible changes. It's like, hey, we're gonna have a gun button, natural lava furnace, okay. Have a gun button on your radio wheel, but then make it so it's like a once a fight kind of thing that you have to be really, really, really careful with using, because you do not want to waste it, or else you have to leave the entire palace, which is a waste of a day. The guns were already fake, so I was exactly right. And like, it makes sense as like the additional like royal explanation, where it's like, yeah, like, remember how guns work? It's like, oh yeah, the guns only work because people would think the guns work when they look at someone pointing a gun at them. So it's like, well, why would someone imagine an empty gun immediately? It's like, they wouldn't. The first thing that they would imagine, new imagination, would be a loaded gun. Right? Like what, is every person we're going into, like Archer, from Archer, who's just counting bullets every single time? Never leave a dungeon even if SBU 0, base attack is also working sometimes. Oh yeah, no. Like, that was one thing that I understood immediately once I played even base game, where it is quite literally, you never leave a dungeon early. You get to the point where the dungeon kicks you out, or you can't go any further before leaving. Like, because every day is super precious in terms of like boosting stats and everything else. Like, you can't waste a day like that. There we go. It's just such a bad investment if you do. Although the way I would always do it probably wasn't like the most efficient in terms of like getting stats and stuff, but it would always be first day palaces available. I would do it all. Now, given that the guides that I followed for doing everything didn't have you doing that necessarily, it was sometimes like wait a few days before going in. But that's usually just due to the days certain characters or activities are available. Really should have just gone and got that teleport first. How the fuck do I get up? Majora's Mask or FF13-3, neither of which I have played, but yes, I do understand it. Because I have watched other people play them. Well, not FF13-3, but Majora's Mask. There we go. Excuse me. My first time fighting Sheeta, I never used it. So I was just scrounging those times I gave you SP and also a status condition. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, see, I never had all that much issue with SP most of the time. Because I would also heavily prioritize putting on like the stuff that would like, or the skills and the equipment that would give you SP every turn. Still one yet. That's the important part. Something wrong, Anamona? I can sense the presence of other individuals within these tunnels. Yeah, I've actually been getting the same feeling myself a bit. No average people if they're in a place like this. One of them's the guy standing next to you. Those are the adhesives? Ah, okay, my bad. See, I thought the adhesives were the usable SP items. Like the ones that like heal 100 SP or something. Are there even items that do that? Maybe. Indeed. There is, however, little chance that their route will converge with ours. God was the first I had SP troubles. Ah, interesting. Nevertheless, it is peculiar. According to these indications. It's Adol. We ain't gonna run into him, then it ain't our problem. We need to get going ourselves anyway. Right. Oh yeah, just so everyone knows, this is the closest you're gonna be getting to me wearing formal wear on stream. It's a collared shirt. So I didn't feel like changing out of my my work clothes. God, I brewed a lot of coffee before. Oh god. Look at the amount of coffee I brewed on stream, like with all those like days and stuff, and like the amount of curry I made. It's almost disappointing with the lack of amount that I actually used in total. There we go. Good. Something seems to have happened here. Wonk. Oh, cool. That reloads these. Is that a thing that I can go up? No. Okay. It's just an insanely high thing. Okay. And of course, like, gonna be real here, we could just stand on each other's shoulders and probably get up. Not gonna lie. Raging Bull is probably strong enough to throw White Cat up there. Another JRPG dungeon mechanic thing that's like, come on. Realistically, there are problems. There are ways to get around this. Everything all right, Adol? You just kind of blanked out after that tile lit up. Bison, let me share with you an excerpt from Yukari's SL and P3P FMC route that really confused me. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, when's Reload coming out? That's coming out pretty soon, isn't it? Nope. Not that I'm gonna play it, but for anyone that is, March. Okay, that's not too far. 4 February. Ah, shit. There we go. I did not. I was not expecting spike trap at the top. I thought I could just keep going. Okay, that was my bad. Can't tease the boys and reload. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Really feels like a missed opportunity to just have. Oh, that's I have to break it. To just have reload be the definitive edition, basically, where it's like, hey, here is everything. Right, here's everything that you could want, all in one. But, hey, that's their decision. Shit. It's hard to explain, but I realize this when you and I start going out, Femc. Hey, wanna get some friendship rings? Make sure you get a guy to buy you the one that goes on your ring finger, though. We weren't. I mean, did she just say, maybe she just means going out as in hanging out? Like, going out together? Like a, not, like, romantic going out? Is how I would interpret that. Given the rest of the, sentence. I use something that vague to describe hanging out. Exactly what we were doing. I don't know. Yeah, they could have used hanging out. Probably would have been a bit easier to understand. But, you know. It's not completely ununderstandable. Oh, God, I almost forgot again. Keep forgetting that, hey, you can't, Damn it, son of a bitch. Okay, well. Yeah. There we go. Jump! 2,000 gold. Dude, I'm the richest prisoner. Yeah. Not done yet. I'm just sorting. I'm sorting so good, guys. Look at all this sword. You ever seen the Persona Cast plays D&D sketches? I don't think I have, but it sounds like it would be very funny. I did see a funny post today, though, where it's like, it's like Akihiko next to Junpei, and it's like Akihiko wants to be the strongest, goes through like a whole bunch of trauma trying to become the strongest, like trains every day, base strength like 63. Junpei, absolute fuck up. lands girl without even like really deserving or whatever, like something else, and it's like base strength 60, like 83 base strength. And I was like, yeah, that's funny.
There's a weak spot in that wall over there. We might be able to get him to break
fight
it
me.
for us.
Fight me, bitch. Hey, how about you use your charge attack, you fuck?
Adol, there's a weak spot in that wall over there. We might be able to get him to break it for us.
Okay, well, like, I would love to, Marion. But maybe if this fucking enemy wasn't atrocious. It's like, oh hey, we're gonna make this thing where you have to use an enemy to break the wall. Like, this is the kind of thing that I absolutely despise in like a game like this, where it's like, hey, there's a wall you need an enemy to break. If its only move is the charge, fine. I'm willing to accept that as reasonable. If it is not its only move, like this thing's fucking butt slam, it is now obnoxious. Before you, I pet the cat. What do you say? You rolled a 1, Hanako. You slapped the cat. Oh. So, that's good. There we go. Yeah, like I like the idea of using enemies to like kind of open up paths. Just, you know, if the enemy's move list has more than just the necessary move, it shouldn't.
A treasure chest.
He doesn't use his golf club. Yeah. But yeah, like I think like Persona's probably one of like the epitomes of like ones, or at least P3, P4, right? Where it's just like, yeah, we're just gonna, well, I guess not P3 and P4, but like they each have a character that uses like weapony weapons, right? Where it's like, oh hey, here's dude with just a bat, or here's dude with a metal chair. You and Yuki, you all run into a wall. Roll damage. MC, thanks. Where am I? Sunglasses. Persona smashes the cat. Crushes the cat card. Crushes the pussy. Yo! Sounds like you, Narukami. Okay, what's going on here? I have to... Hey, fight me. Break all these pillars. Okay, you are dead to me, you fucking whore. Come on. Okay, well, I mean, if your swing isn't gonna fucking break the things too, why would you give a thing 2 moves, neither of which do the thing that it needs to do in the dungeon? Like, do you not roll? Is that not a thing you do? No, you must roll, because I must pave this fucking place in. Roll. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you don't roll, you charge. Yeah. Like, I don't mind this dungeon gimmick. I just mind the enemy that they designed for it. Like, you either... Because it doesn't seem like there's a way to even bait out the specific attack you want either. It is just... It is just, hey, you need to get fucking lucky in a certain distance. Okay. Good.
Can't fight him head on.
I know, Marius, I'm not trying to. Shut the fuck up.
Floor might be our ticket.
This is why your mom doesn't love you. I don't know if that's a true statement, but I'm going to presume. Okay, so it seems like this is kind of the distance-ish. Ish. Good. Okay. Bus lands in the middle and he goes down. And those rocks will fall down, and it'll be enough for us to climb over the gap. Yeah, there we go. That thing just died from the fall. Love it. This is so weird thinking that Adol and Adol are geographically really close right now.
Keep going now.
Like, it's very odd to have that thought be extremely obvious and present. Like, if Adol just fell right now and it did not kill him, hey, 50 Mira, he would meet other Adol. Alright, according to the map, the exit should be just up ahead. Ready to make our great escape, Adol? You know it.
Yeah.
Team Adol or Team Adol? Yeah, right. Freedom's only a few steps away. Let's go. Immediate crossbow bolt hits Marius in the chest. Dies. Quarry ruins. Oh no, you're not dead. But you are a weak bitch. Comparatively. I do like how that's like a... That is now the point of comparison, where it's like, hey, other Adol could not even touch the thing. He could not, like, his rusted sword couldn't even pierce that thing's skin. But this Team Adol, one tap. Just like, get out of here. You're nothing to me. You are nothing to me. Oh, hello there. You look cool. Like a weird turtle dragon salamander axolotl thing. Oh, you got 2 heads. Love it. You're like a cat dog. Well, if Adol would stop losing his god-slaying weapons. Loosing. Letting them loose upon the world. Twin-head dragon, Ostroflambe. Yeah. Guile. Kai. Okay.
You know what they say?
Kai.
2 heads make
Come on.
a better fight than one.
Come on, guy. Damn it. I don't know, Pikachu in the Falcon every season he restarts, basically.
This ends here. My name is Adol, and saying this ends here right now.
I mean, Ash? I thought Pikachu kept it. Pikachu keeps his moves, but he can lose to a Snivy. Is the idea. And that's like Gen, what, 6? 5, 6? It's like, oh yeah, Pikachu, even after getting tapped by Zekrom, loses electricity, but even though he still has Iron Tail, can get fucking tapped by a Snivy from a new trainer, no experience. We just killed your conjoined twin, Ostro Flame, Gaia. Sorry. I can't remember some of those, but you can't battle until he learns how to use the new ones. Well, are there any moves he forgets how to do? I wonder, does the battle change depending on which head you kill first? Oh, no, okay. I was like, is that gonna, I thought that was gonna be like the permanent phase. There we go, good damage, everyone. It's fucking head, man. Hey, mind being like your brother and getting close to the ground so I can murder you? Be much appreciated. There we go. You're both pathetic bitches, thou art. Damn it. I was hoping I could pop the alt in the fade out screen. Okay, so that was good. So I guess the important thing is Keening Highlands is a good amount explored. Quarry Ruins. Detailed map. 100% good. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well today. 50 Mira, Wolf Slash, Fontana. The tournament in the last season with Ash was actually quite good. Still a to go. I mean, yeah. See, I haven't watched the tournament in the last season, but I did watch, like, the last bit of the fight in the final fight. Because I was like, when I heard about the last fight, where it's like, oh, Pikachu versus insert the Pokemon he's fighting, and they play the Japanese opening theme song, like the first OG opening theme song, and I was like, oh shit, if they don't do the OG Pokemon, like, English one in the English dub, that's gonna be a missed opportunity, but they did, and I was like, that's right, that's how you do it. UC's awesome. Yeah, I've heard that the story is a bit better, and the new opening is nice. I saw the second opening. Very well animated. I like the song. So this is the end of the gallery. Yeah, the prison should be just through here. Let's head inside. Alright, let's get pumped! Going into the prison! I do like this dichotomy, though, where it's like, one Adol's breaking out of prison, the other Adol's breaking in. Riko's new trainer, so it makes sense that she learns everything from the ground up. Yeah. Do-do-do. We made it to the cemetery. What are you gonna do now? I think I'm gonna pay the Governor General a visit in the Noble District. Got a friend that you needed to see too, right? I'll leave you to it then. Oh, how is Dogi gonna take this? Once you're done, drop by the Governor General's office. We can save the farewell soiree for later. Be careful out there. Good point. Phrases are probably plastered on every door in the city by now. Well, catch you later, my friend. You're not sure where to go. You may want to start by searching in places where Dogi might be. Search for where Dogi might be. Well, I just so happen to have an idea as to where Dogi might be. I think he's right there. So, fastest way to right there is probably through this district in this direction. If only we knew the town. Yeah, if only. There are hieroglyph knights here you should find. Fucking bitch. See, now is the unfortunate part about, hey, we know the town, but we also don't have the traversal abilities that the Monstrums were so benefited by. Which is a fun way to kind of almost like reintroduce the town. Because once you have the abilities, every district you go to is initially traversed with those abilities. You don't have the you're not forced to walk around them. Right? Like if I were just the other group, I would just jump off of here. But I can't. Because one, it's saying, hey, you can't do that. They add an invisible wall. And two, they don't want you turning into Ezio Alvatore and just fucking going on the roof everywhere. Is that his name? Alvatore? I think it is. I know his first name is Ezio. One of his games was the first Assassin's Creed that I played. It was good. Yes, okay. Glad that my memory is not going that fast.
Oh, I'm so old. My memory isn't what it used to be.
Buddy Bison, you're only like 26.
It wasn't what it used to be.
Hey, yeah, I don't know what you're playing out here, but wherever us cover that hair. One wrong glance at that wall post, you're gonna be in for more attention than you bargained for. Wait, what the flippin' shipwreck, bro? Prison food was so bad he lost 98 levels, basically. I like how they put Crimson King right next to Adol the Red. And it's like, really? People can't tell, like, face shape can't, like, give it away? Also, both red hair. Red hair. See, it's disappointing because I'm pretty sure 3.6 is what he was posted at initially. So no, it doesn't reactively go up the farther in the game you get. Damn. And then those two are different. Strangely enough, there are already wand posters with your face on them. With Crimson King. You've heard this monstrum's name in the prison before, but he looks like a handsome young man. In any case, you best avoid drawing attention to yourself. One's human. Adol Kristen. Oh, hey, what's up, bitch? I finally found you. What dastardly deeds have you been up to now? Fuck. Even White Cat is worth more than both Adols. Yeah, right? I mean, because she was thieving, so it's like the aristocracy was like, yo, put a bigger bounty on her head, bitch. I don't know why, but I cannot contact the warden, and the knights refuse to cooperate. But one way or another, I'm turning you over to Rom for trial, once and for all. One way or another, I'm gonna find her. I'm gonna gotcha, Adol. Knights are instigating a revolution. The knights have detained Warden Belger.
Hear me out.
Belger. Preposterous! Preposterous, I say! Your deceit knows no bounds! No. There was indeed something unusual about the knights. I have seen it myself. Perhaps the many other peculiar events I've witnessed lately have clouded my judgment. Perhaps your statements are not so insidious as I thought them to be. You must keep steady, Ingrid Zelda. There's much at stake. You can do this. Adol Kristen, are you telling the truth? Yes, the truth. With both the Cardinal and the Warden missing, there is no other suitable explanation. It's my investigation of the ruins an attempt by the Knights to divert my attention. The situation may be dire enough to necessitate Roman intervention. As a retainer of His Majesty, I understand what I must do now. I mustn't idle any longer. No! God, your run cycle is so fucking... Oh god. They really like some of the models I feel like they really wanted to look good standing still and didn't necessarily put thought into, oh, when they're moving they're gonna look kind of jank. That's one of them.
Whoa, scared me there.
Eustace, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I heard you. My bro Dogie, come on, man. Let's go see my bro Dogie. Come on, I'm almost there. Come on, let's go. I'm flipping with joy. Yeah. This bar looks like a place Dogie would hang out.
Adol!
Huh? Hey, Marius? Wow, I didn't say that. Did you finish what you had to do?
No, not yet. But I did forget to tell you something. You see, the thing I had to rush over to tell you was...
Bullshit. God damn it. Marius, what the fuck, man? You were cool. You were cool. Meanwhile... And also, like, come on, Adol's fucking Adventure Supreme. You should be able to have reaction time to that. Never trusted new, bro. See, I would like it, because this is the oldest Adol's ever been. He has so many adventures with him experience. I would have loved it if he just went, what the fuck you trying to do, bro? You only need one, bro. It's the prison food. Yeah, it's the prison food. Man, it's that prison food. Real gross. Fucking Marius.
What is this place?
Gonna have to gut him like a fish.
Don't tell me we took a wrong turn somewhere.
I don't think we did. We're definitely still in the prison.
I remember hearing about a chapel in the special sector. This
She
must
knows
be
about the
it.
special sector?
Let's take a look around.
Interesting. Oh wait, don't they all know about the special sector at this point?
Is there something wrong with that portrait?
Is there a pathway behind it?
What? Aside from it being old as... Wait. What the hell is this?
I do not know what to make of this either.
Oh.
That looks like... Is that you, Anamona?
Interesting. So is that supposed to be a picture or like a stained glass thing of Saint Rosvita? Was she Saint Rosvita's doll?
I cannot be certain. It is possible that it is merely a doll that resembles me.
Who's the girl holding it? She reminds me of someone, but I can't put my finger on it.
Though it is concerning, it would be more constructive to proceed with our investigation. There is insufficient evidence to draw conclusions from.
Pragmatic as usual, I see. Okay. Let's keep this ball rolling.
But this is the first time we've been here. How do we know where to look?
We'll start somewhere and sweep the place until we've seen every last nook and cranny.
As inefficient as that sounds, I don't have any better ideas. Let's go, Adol.
Time to do a prison sweep.
Something seems off here.
What the fuck? Adol, why are you talking? That legitimately surprised me. I was not expecting to see a fucking... Has he said anything like that?
Something seems off here.
Has that ever happened at any point in the game before? Training ground. Okay. Restricted sector. I think it's because other Adol is unconscious. It explains it. Okay. What? Only one can talk at a time? Looks like they've got the place locked down tight. It would seem the Hieroglyph Knights are standing watch in lieu of the guardsmen. That's about as dubious as it gets. There has to be someplace we can sneak in from, right? Yeah, let's see if we can find it without getting caught. Bitch, why do I have to do anything without getting caught? Dude, this spot is a solid 8 on the insane scale. Fucking love it. What does Falcom do best? 8s on the insane scale.
Hunter's Descent! Hunter's Descent!
Shadow Dive! in the Mario vs. Sonic Olympics. Shadow Dive! Like, it wouldn't be my go-to on a bro this plot, but it's a good story. I mean, it's enough to keep me enthralled, right? Because, like, in terms of East stories, this is definitely one of the weirder ones. Right? Donna had probably, like, the most, like, yo, look at this plot kind of plot. The other plots were kind of just like, okay, let's just have reason to get you from point A to point B in terms of, like, dungeons. And, like, but this one's, like, it's actually, like, there's, like, intrigue going on throughout, like, the entire thing. Adol, if I may have a moment, I sense a presence beyond this door. You listen for any voices coming from the next room. There's a man speaking on the other side of the door. Intellectual voice. You only have yourself to blame for them getting away. Which is not an unanticipated possibility, given their individual dispositions. The proper measures have long been in place. They've already been recovered, in fact. What? But how? No, it couldn't be. I'm very perceptive of you. The time is close at hand. As is our star player. Enter, Crimson King. That voice. Adol, what should we do? Well. Okay. They found that damn meme. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so here's what I'm betting. So obviously, like, Adol being split has something to do with the monster, with the Nox. Like, got tapped by that bullet, something happened. We were somehow split. Adol is important to be used to whatever Shadowlard's plan is. Like, the base version of Adol, as well as Crimson King. And Marius is somehow involved with Shadowlard, I'm willing to bet. Maybe. Because it seemed like he recovered him for Shadowlard. Also consider the fact that we've been fighting things from the past. Yeah, we fought the, yeah, we fought the Primordial, we fought the Centipede thing on the wall, that fun boss. We fought Vamp Man. Or Batman.
Dr. Noah. And Shadowlord?
Dad. Jules, you came.
Papa!
I told you, did I not? My expectations of them were not unfounded.
Yeah? If that's all you were expecting, then you're in for a surprise. I knew you two scumbags were in cahoots all along.
Our collaboration is the result of various circumstances.
Smirnov has a hunch. He's just like,
Hello there. I am a scientist. How do you know I'm studious? My hunch. The bigger the hunch, the more studious.
Shadowlord still sounds as if he got the wrong mic. I think this is a game, because there are a lot of different voice actors that have, like, slightly different voice quality. I think this is a game that was dubbed during the pandemic, so a lot of the voice actors were using home setups, which varied. Because, like, mics would be different, mixing would be probably slightly different, the environment that they were doing it all in was probably different. Like, I think that's kind of the explanation, because there was some of that a little bit, I think, in CS4's dub as well. As far as, like, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Collaboration? It must be related to the research of primordials and monsters.
Must be.
60 points for effort. You are on the right track. You are wrong about one thing. You mistake my intention. The research is incidental to my true objective.
Does he want to rewind time, maybe?
The unequivocal liberation of Glia and its proud history and faith.
So that means you're trying to drive the Roman Empire out of Glia?
Yes. We will force them to relinquish their grip on this land. Even amongst you Monstrum, there are Glians who have suffered injustice at their hands.
I don't...
That's easier said than done. How exactly are you going to make all of the Roman forces withdraw?
That's right. The Hieroglyph Knights wouldn't stand a chance against the entire Roman army. Or are you planning on using the monsters and primordials?
Those are merely byproducts.
Byproducts. Those are some pretty impressive byproducts.
But I suppose they could be used as weapons.
Byproducts?
It is as the White Cat says. Our forces alone are insufficient to reclaim and secure Glia's independence.
I see. So that is what you were planning.
Yo, what's up?
Good of you to join us.
How's it going, Aprillis?
We have many visitors today, Dr. Noah. A certain someone has told me much about you. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
Okay. Because they have a mutual contact, but that doesn't mean that they had ever interacted before. Okay.
A certain someone?
Where is he now?
See, I still find the idea of Aprillis going into a like a knick-knack shop and just shooting a gun at a doll still very funny to me in my head. Right? Like, had to have been the easiest, like, monstrum to get active. Like, everyone else probably had to, like, sneak up on him or some shit. Except for maybe Renegade. Renegade probably was, like, decently easy. Probably barely even needed convincing. Right? Be like, hey, let me shoot you. It'll make you walk again. Be like, okay, yeah, fire away. But like the doll one, just like knock knock. Oh hey, just feel free to look around. Blow! What the hell? Okay, what? I looked around.
I am afraid I do not know, but I am sure you expected this. He is a prudent man. He rarely shows himself to even us.
As he's always been.
Time is a lamentable thing. I envision meeting you in less of a broken state.
The hell are you talking about? She's got a sick-ass prosthetic arm, bro. You just jealous.
I give you 20 points.
Okay, you fucker.
I regret that I cannot wholeheartedly welcome your return, as you are now. The symbol who represents us should be befitting of our righteous cause.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Big sword.
Apologies, but you are no longer needed.
Gun. Really? No one could react? No! Aprillis! You're so cool!
I didn't even see him move.
Oh.
Aprillis!
That was a meaty sound.
Get up! Come on, you're stronger than this!
Oh, she got her memory back.
What's happening to her?
Oh, Aprillis is this world's version of what Joan of Arc, the one that previously fought for the Revolution of Glia, which is why Shadowlard is like, oh, you now can't be the thing because now you're broken. Okay. Stay with me, Aprillis. The warmth quickly fades from Aprillis' body.
Help her!
I can't. No one can.
She can't die like this.
You feel something changing within your body.
What's wrong? Adol! What's happening?
Oh, is the man, the myth, the legend getting stronger again? Your heart pounds, your limbs trembling. You feel your consciousness fade.
Crimson King.
Huh?
No. Adol Kristen.
Monstrum puberty.
I leave the rest to you.
Caprizio of the prison. You better, Aprillis, you better not be trying to just leave, like, non-ending, having to deal with Noxes to Adol, because he's already forsaken being immortal once. Quite recently in the timeline, in fact. Because what, like, the last adventure he was on was in... Was the last adventure he did Donna? Or was that 2 adventures ago? Because this is the most forward in the timeline. I think it was 1 or 2 games ago that he did Donna. Like 2 years ago, yeah. Damn. Brillis got done dirty. 5, 8, 6, 7, 9. Okay. We did Donna on it. Man, Brillis got done so dirty, man. You're not sure how long you've been able to sleep for. Your body feels heavy, and a dull pain lingers in the back of your head.
Adol? Thank goodness. You're finally awake. After you fainted, we carried you out of the prison.
And Shadowlar just let that happen?
You had a terrible fever, and you wouldn't wake up.
I dragged you all down.
No, Adol. You've been nothing but helpful to us. We just wanted to help you for once. I should tell everyone that you're awake. Togi's been worried about you too.
This isn't a common occurrence for me. Thanks, Grisha.
Yeah.
Don't mention it. I'll be right back.
Wow, a deep bow? I thought we were friends. No need to deep bow like that. Come on. Chapter 8. Thus spoke the alchemist. Okay. Chapter 8. Excuse me, just need to cut here. Chapter 8. Gotta, let's also look at that DM. Hey, leader, I need to study. I can't go to Tartarus today. Okay, that's fine. Hey, dude, I'm not feeling well today. Can I have a shut the fuck up and get ready? We are going to Mementos right now. I love it. I can't wait for the completely original Falcon main game and East End Dogi Panic. I'd love it. I would love it too. Not all. You're okay. Finally get your beauty rest? Whatever it was, it lost me my chance to get even with Shadowlard. You can pay me back by buying next time. When do you ever pay for your drinks? Adol, what did cause you to faint? I just suddenly started feeling sick. Dogi Wall Crushing Club. Yeah. You don't romance 4 different girls, you just romance Dogi in 4 different wall-crushing poses. Whatever it is, Dad might be able to help. I'm sorry, I accidentally clicked X. I'm worried about you, Adol. Maybe we should take you to the hospital. That might be the best thing for you. Oh, by the way, Krisha, what happened to Anemona? Anemona, she's been spending more time at the cemetery as of late. The cemetery? Makes sense. What's going on with Anemona? He'll be breaking the 4th wall when he's done with the other 3. Yep. The cemetery southeast of the prison is where Aprillis' gravestone is. That's why she's been going there. Oh. What happened to Aprillis? Hieroglyph Knights probably gave her a burial there. There are many things, but dishonorable's not one of them. We didn't have a choice then. We had to escape. Aprilis. Anemona said that she was looking for something. Maybe what happened to Aprilis triggered her memories. If you're that concerned about it, why don't you ask her yourself? You being a killjoy all the time has been giving my drinks a bad aftertaste. It's not Krisha's fault. But he's right about one thing. We won't know until we ask Anemona. Dogi! Haha. Adol! Adol, my poor sweet Adol. I was so worried about you. Couldn't believe it when I heard you found with no ocean or river in sight. But you're alright now, and that's what matters. It appears that your little visit to the prison was quite eventful. After having a good look at you, you still seem to be recovering. You best take it easy for the time being until your condition improves. Yeah, poor fucking Aprilis walks in, says, yo, you know where the guy we both know is? He says, no. Oh, you're a cripple now? Sorry, you gotta be put down. And it's like, oh, that was a very bad visit. That was very bad. Let's take it. Okay. You better listen to him at all. I know you just woke up, but there's something you need to know. Everyone should hear this. What is it? Sounds serious. Yes, we've only just been made aware. Appears as though the Hieroglyph Knights have seized the Governor General's office. The Governor General's office? That's in the Noble District. That's where the Roman Cardinal acting as the Gillian Governor General conducts state affairs. If they've seized it back, then it means their coup has officially begun. Yes, that's what the citizens think as well. And that's not all. The Knights are imprisoning some of the residents. What? There have been several thus far, all with fabricated indictments. What could they be planning? And that's just the start of our problems. Krisha, Mufa, I need you two to be calm when I tell you this. Carla and Felix are among those who've been detained. Carla? Why? No, but I just saw Felix yesterday. The Knights took him on his way home from the Colosseum. Felix, my bullfighting boy toy. What they're doing with all these new prisoners is anybody's guess. It's gotta be linked to the coup, but how? I've gotta get back home and see what's going on. I'm going to the Colosseum. We should stick together. Adol, thank you. Oh, and since this concerns the Knights, you should go with them, Credo. What? Fine. But don't blame me if things go sideways. I am concerned for Anemona as well. Please see how she's doing once you get the chance. She may not listen to us, but you're her friends. Okay. So our stops are the Palantir Company, the Colosseum, and the cemetery. The Hieroglyph Knights have reinforced security in the city. Please do be careful out there. Okay. We're definitely starting to get into endgame, it feels. New quests are available. Ooh, interesting. We don't have Aprilis to do the Nox, like, ceremony anymore. How's that gonna work? Boom, kick open that door. Oh, you can go to the underpass. Interesting. Did not realize that. Makes sense. Ugh. Oh, yeah, Doug, you tired as well? You always want to go around there and do it. Okay. Oh, wait, what the hell? Why is that? What the? Oh, does that symbol mean I have an item to give her? Professor Valen summoned me. He told me he had completed preparations for a ritual to harvest a certain tree nut. Would you be interested in joining us at all? Yeah. Oh, no, it's just a special event. So they're ready for harvest. Yes, he says that eating one may fix my eyes. Hieroglyph Knights revolt.
Now then, the ritual has been completed according to the Norse scriptures. You may pick one of the nuts now, Silhouette.
Yes, Professor.
From up that really tall tree? Silhouette picked one of the nuts from the tree.
It's finally happening.
That's right. We must place our utmost faith in the ancient Norse traditions.
Are you going to be okay?
Yes. I just need to have faith. If this is the only method the professor could find, then I believe in him. Okay.
So eats the nut in one bite.
It tastes like grass.
Never mind the taste. Have your eyes been healed?
I don't feel any different. Let me try removing my mask. It's so amazing, Professor!
Oh my god! I mean, I feel like this should be where Adol comes in and says, hey, we need to make sure we get, like, we need to find a place where the ghosts are, or like where the Lemures are, and I can confirm that they're there, and then you need to, because like right now we're out in the field, we only would find monsters out in the field, not Lemures, usually.
The sky and the trees. Oh, it's all so vibrant and colorful.
Thank the gods! It's a success! Oh, we finally did it, Silhouette!
Yes, we did, Professor. I don't know how long it's been since I've seen the world for how it truly is. I never imagined it would be this beautiful.
Or, oh wait, no, wasn't her vision always, it's like her vision's always stuck in like Nox world is basically. That went surprisingly well.
I agree. It went swimmingly.
No, but we're not in the water.
I'm glad all that research into the ancient Norse customs paid off.
Where's Balduke sort of based on again? France. I think it's generally supposed to be the Bastille. Right, the big prison that the French revolutionists raided to get arms to rebel against the monarchy. I think that's what it's based off of. But, I mean, obviously, Glia is supposed to be France, and given that Balduke is prison city, I would imagine the Bastille is the prison that it is referencing, kind of.
It seems my hypothesis was accurate. You are a descendant of Norse oracles.
Oh.
We succeeded in suppressing their extraordinary power residing within you.
Oh, I don't really understand all that complicated history stuff.
I mean, that wasn't very complicated, Silhouette. Come on.
All I know is that it wouldn't have been possible without you both.
True.
Huh? That's odd. Everything's turning red again.
Oh, the nuts aren't super effective.
Adol, watch out! Behind you!
Fortunately, the Lemures that attacked wasn't difficult to deal with. So let's help you defeat it quickly and without much effort.
Good work, Adol. Professor, what does this mean? My eyes, they're back to how they were.
It appears as though the effects of the nut were only temporary.
I mean, we knew they were only temporary. You even said they were only temporary.
I failed. I should not have been so quick to assume success. I have no other leads from the scriptures aside from this. I'm terribly sorry, Silhouette.
Well, why not have her try and eat more than one nut? Like, obviously one nut worked to some degree. Like, there's still testing to be done, Valen. You hack scientist.
You don't need to be, Professor. You've already done so much for me. We know that these nuts work. I can just eat one if I ever feel like taking off my mask. So, don't get down on yourself, okay?
Your kindness is enough to give anyone comfort, Silhouette. But I won't quit. We'll find a way to cure you for good. Our next plan requires you, Adol, to annihilate all the Lemures right away.
I mean,
I'm sure Adol would have already done so if it were that simple.
I mean, he's been trying.
You do have a point.
But it makes me happy that you're working so hard for me, Professor. It's true that if all the Lemire's went away, nobody would have to fight them anymore. And if there was even the slightest chance that were possible, I'm sure that you would be the one who could do it, Adol. So, I'm going to do my best to keep helping you.
Damn straight. Okay, your famous is now at max. Sixth Sense has reached max level. Nice. Okay, so I have a few other gift items, don't I? Okay. A juicy apple grown on the island of Asteria. Juicy apple. Oh, Yufa likes apples. A mandragora root, a plant commonly used as ingredient in a myriad of secret remedies. Okay, so that's Dr. Bitch. Doctor? Doctor, where are you? Doctor? No, you're not Doctor. Doctor! Yoo-hoo! Doctor! Where art thou, Doctor? Where is the doctor? Oh, well, you're here.
No.
Can't believe you didn't come back last night. Why is this happening? You should check on the status of the incoming prisoners, Adol. Actually, there should be a grace period. I have to keep myself preoccupied, otherwise I'll just wear myself to death. Maybe it happened to a press, but I can't but think that something might have happened to him. God damn it, can I not give you the apple right now? Okay, Peril of Zibales. A fool and her treasure. Okay, so following Susie's third potion in private, away from the eyes of the average patient. I'm drawing nine, the bells of freedom. I finally begun to tell any objections. Do something about that, Em. So, yeah, about this note. I was thinking anyone with some time on their hands could help take care of it. Come see me if that ends up applying to you. Finally pinned on the hidden cash I've been looking for, and about time, too. What do you say we go on a little treasure hunt to catch your interest? Meet me behind the collapsed building in the prison outskirts. I'll be waiting. P.S. You have to come here if you need any medicine. Sorry I dropped that on you, but you understand, right? God damn it. I wanted to give you a present. Okay, so...
Hello there.
Sure,
Let's see. Impressive as always, Adol.
Yup. This man may very well be Paradigm. Full potion. Cool. So many potions in glass bottles. Okay, I'm at 69% explored. That's still not like... There's still a lot left. Like, I thought I would be at like 90. Okay, so there's... I'm missing one treasure in Prison City. That's abysmally annoying. Okay, it's... Oh yeah, it's here. I wasn't able to find it here, huh? Yeah, that was the thing that got me. I wasn't able to fucking find the Hey, Keith, forgot there was a stream tonight. Ah, no problem, man. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for dropping by. Adol, dear. Reset me. Oh yeah, refreshing smoothie. How dare you? How dare you cost 8 gold?
Leave, go get him.
Hope you're doing well, my friend. Okay, let's go talk to Doggy. How's it going, bro? Doing okay? Mostly tired the past few days. Yeah, I'm sore right now. Cleaned up my entire apartment yesterday, and it was tiring. Because it was like, what happened was like, the past few days have been warm. Or not past few days, but like a couple weeks ago it was warm. And that made all the bugs like re-come out. And I had sprayed my window panes and stuff with like bug aversion stuff and it kills them. But they like drop down into like this small like metal sliding gray area. So I was like, okay, well I need to take my vacuum out to vacuum those things up because those can't stay. And I was like, well, if I'm already taking my vacuum out, I might as well actually vacuum. And then I was like, well, if I'm going to vacuum, might as well clean the countertops and all the flat surfaces to get all the dust and stuff off of them and onto the floor so I can vacuum it up. And I was like, well, if I'm already going that far, might as well just clean the entire apartment. Right? Like, if I'm going to that length, I might as well just clean the entire thing. And I was like, and it was in my head, I'm like, it makes sense, you know, do one last like deep clean of the apartment because like the next time I clean it, it'll be when I'm like moving out, basically. at some point next year. So, yeah. Adol, saw the bulletin board, right? That letter M is Margot's signature. I was gonna ask her about it, but I couldn't find her anywhere. We were afraid this would happen. The Resistance is definitely up to something. Makes me wish we were up against plain old knights again. I was just on my way to talk it over with Parks. It'd be great if you could join us, but only if you have time to spare.
My problem too, Dogie. I'll join you.
Adol, you're a real pal, you know that? Alright, meeting's about to start. You can always use another head to pitch in.
I can't believe they would choose now of all times to start their resistance. What are you doing, Margot?
Well, maybe it's because it's the perfect time. They're hitching a ride on the Knights' Rebellion. Romans wouldn't know what hit them. And that old hag run free really pissed in the ass, huh?
I guess it did. I do not believe that Margot is the one who instigated this plot.
I spoke to her at length about the burglaries in the Noble District. I investigated myself and discovered that the internal structure of the resistance is muddled. After Margot was in prison 3 years ago, the younger members seized the helm in secret. The recent thefts and scams have been part of what they call public awareness campaigns. Their objective was to accumulate capital and purposefully imprison themselves to release Margot.
So they committed those crimes knowing full well that they were going to be caught?
And that's what it's like when you got something to believe. They're brewing up something big, so that would be well within the realm of possibilities. I wonder if Margot is trying to stop them.
That's what I'm hoping. She did lead the resistance against the entire Roman army 3 years ago.
Maybe if I tag along, I get to taste some action. It seems already in a panic. We need a diplomatic solution. The last thing we need right now is to mar our relationship with Rome. The Knights' Revolt has already begun pulling a precarious thread for Glia.
We've got more than one reason to stop this. But how are we supposed to do that? We have no idea where they're hiding. We don't know what their plans are.
Actually, we might. Margot was kind enough to leave a trail of breadcrumbs for us. These locations may be of interest to you. Visitor's kiosk at the main gates, back alley pub in the Central District, old timer at the main square baths.
These are all places where the resistance may be? It's too soon to know for sure. Only way to find out is by going ourselves.
Sorry for putting you guys up to this. Just do what you can, even if it's just dropping by. We'll be on the lookout for intel.
Peril of the bells! Peril of the cross bells?
Aha! Okay, region map.
Yeah. Okay, ooh, what the hell? Why is there a question mark now? Is this a store that I never...
Over here, sir. Everything's a good choice. Not gonna come again soon.
100% of shops, I really didn't... Are you serious? I did not pick up at the one, probably the first shops you should have talked to. That's funny. That's really funny. How very Buddy Bison.
Hey there, dudes. Welcome to the visitor's kiosk. Huh?
Wait, where's the usual guy? Isn't it usually Alex's shift right about now?
Who can say, dude? I just got called up to fill in. It was pretty out of the blue. Guess they just couldn't get a hold of him. And this was supposed to be my day off, too. Like, give me a break, dude. Literally.
Sorry to hear that. Does this mean what I think it does?
Has anything been off with him lately? Off? Well, actually... Now I think about it. Yeah! This guy's been stopping by the kiosk a lot lately. Looks like a shantytown resident. Never seen him myself, but seemed to be an acquaintance of Alex's. Apparently, they kept talking about some sort of preparations for something. I seemed kind of against it all. Kept asking if the guy was really going through with it. Must be some kind of birthday party they're planning, huh, dude? Wonder whose it is. And by the note we got, this likely has something to do with the Resistance. They must have been talking about the preparations for making their move today. Doesn't that make Alex one of their members? I had no idea. And one working right by the main road, too. Guy's got guts.
Are we done here, dudes? I've kinda got a job to do.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Thanks for your time.
You here to report out to Alex, dude? You can just tell me this place. Alright, looks like you found 18 landmarks all together, dude. Alex had a reward prepared for you. Let me just hand it over, dude.
Spirit formula!
There you have it, dude. If you find any other good landmarks, come report them, okay, dude? I'm just a prinny, dude. Don't worry about it, brah. Don't think about it too much. I'm just a normal prinny, dude.
Yeah. Excuse-moi. Oh, yea, verily. I climb up. What the hell? Oh, it's that bell. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, there's the graffiti that we could not pick up. Oh, for tits. There we go. Graffiti that we couldn't pick up from the come on, jump up there. I know you got it in you. You got that dog in you. There we go. You're allowed to mind the renegade by superior wisdom power. What is this exactly? Well, as long as I've gone stronger, I suppose I can't complain. Okay, good. Okay, Power of the Bells, story, Power of the Bells. Peril of the Bells. Oh, yeah. Yaha! Ow, my knees. Wonder if Gaston will be okay. Something the matter, miss? Look a little down. Oh, you're all from the Dandelion, right? I'm just griping about one of my regulars, this guy named Gaston. He showed up last night just before I closed up shop. Told me it might be his last time there before paying off his tab and walking away. It does make you wonder. Doesn't it? Come to think of it, there was a rumor he got tangled up in some incident recently. He hadn't shown up ever since. Not until last night, that is. Gaston. That's the name of the thief who targeted the Noble District warehouses. That's right. The one who got away in the end. Did Gaston say anything else to you? Well, not to me directly, but he did mumble some stuff as he was leaving. Things like, this will show those Romans, and can't let it get damp, whatever that means. Huh. Can't exactly glean what he was planning from that alone. Bomb. Can't let it get damp. Gunpowder doesn't explode when it's damp. Both ways already done. Sounds like we've hit the mark. Taking Margot's intel into account. It's best we assume he's playing a big part in all of this. Still, just like Margot, we've got no idea where he actually is. Listen, Gaston's from the shanty town. He's had more than his fair share of fights with Romans. He has his good sides too. He's looked out for me ever since my husband died. I don't know what he's up to, but could you do something for me if you happen to see him? Just tell him to think before he acts. That's all. Of course, we will. Okay. Here we go.
Early bird gets the worm.
Early bird gets the worm. Okay, time to buy Adol, a weapon.
Try it out.
That would be big defense boost for a lot of people.
Still need something?
No, I'm gonna hold
Hold the line.
Come back if you get the chance.
Come back. There's a chance.
Story. Perils of Zabel. Hello there. Oh, glad you could make it. The little whippersnapper the boss roped in, eh? Huh? Oh, wait, you're... Unbelievable. The old lecher I reported for peeping. Oh, that's a wrong way to put it. Certainly wasn't easily wriggling my way out of that one. But you see, that request was actually made for a different purpose entirely. Does that mean you the, old-timer Margot is referring to? Me? I'm just your average geezer who fancies a visit to the bats now and then. Save for my service as a core member of the Bells of Freedom 3 years back. Hard to imagine an old man like you as a revolutionary. Then again, I guess it's not so strange considering Margot is your boss. To be fair, the group was originally founded by a bunch of old folks with not much time left. We figured that our deaths would be a small price to pay for the bright future of our youth. Though it seems our blunders led them down the wrong path altogether in the end. Yeah, path of petty theft and burglary. As if you didn't already know. Sounds to me like you ain't much of a core member anymore, though. Yes, resistance dissolved for a time following Margot's arrest. The young'uns of the group continue to operate under the fold. I'd been acting as their advisor of sorts in an effort to keep their hostility in check. But ultimately, my attempts to contain them failed miserably. Perhaps I could have quelled their vindictive thirst had I succeeded. I see, but what's the resistance trying to achieve here exactly? Doesn't seem like Margot's anywhere around here either. It would seem they're readying to attack the garrison posts in each and every district. This revolt from the Knights has cued them in on perfect opportunity to take back Leah. In preparing to do so, they've been collecting intel and identifying blind spots. The request I'd made previously falls squarely under the latter. Pfft, a load of crock. Doesn't matter how much chaos there is. You gotta have real bricks for brains to think a Roman soldier's gonna lose to some civilian. Probably got weapons or armor. To start, one step and they're toast. That is, unless they've got an ace up their sleeve. Unfortunately so. Margot appears to be assisting them. Not directly, but in supplies, both through equipment and stores of gunpowder. What? But why? It would seem she intends to see this matter through to its bitter end. She's convinced starting this by her hand gives her the burden of ending it as well. Margot? Can't really say for sure if it's on her either way. She has to want to stop it at least. Why else would she put a request in? That means it's up to us to do something about this. Yeah, any helpful info would be much appreciated. And naturally I plan to give it. That is why I've been waiting here for you after all. Here's my take on this, as a long-standing member of the Resistance. There's only one place in the city powder and weapons could be viably concealed. It would have to be underground, and spacious enough to spare as well. Is any particular spot coming to mind? I think I have a decent idea. Considering everything else we found out, we should be able to narrow it down. Thank you very much, Mr. Gundo. Not at all. I'm too old to raise a hand against those youngsters anymore. It's up to the next generation to carry on our torch. So please, stop them, before it's too late to give them the chance. After going to all three locations in the message, you all returned to the Dandelion. You then reconvened with Dogi and Parks. I'd have thought those people who we knew were Resistance members all this time. They've been blending in, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. They're nowhere to be seen. We should assume they're in the final stages of setting their plane into motion. We're running out of time. Yes, time is of the essence. With the information you've gathered, we now know where most of their hideouts are located. Cloaca Maxima, in the shantytown. There's been shady people seen going in and out of that area, right? Going in and out of the Cloaca Maxima. Okay.
Yep, we've got proof of it. We've got proof of it for insurance. Got witnesses who saw that Gaston guy and Alex from the visitor's kiosk.
Good work, you two.
Can't take all the credit. You're the ones who did all the legwork.
Madame Margot is there. We'll need to prepare ourselves if they truly intend to assault the Roman guard posts. We're counting on you, Monstrums.
Leave it to us.
Next stop, Cloaca Maxima.
It's the Cloaca Maxima. Who's ready to Maxima this Cloaca?
There we go. That story. Oh, what the hell? Where's Noah?
Cloaca Maxima.
Oh, and they even make it so you can't fast travel to the end. Just skip to it. Gonna go streams from East 10. See you again, Bison. Have fun, 50 Mira. Thanks for dropping by. Have a nice night.
Say hello to Adol for me.
Those resistance members should be hiding out in here somewhere. We've made it this far. All that's left is to hunt them down. Let's get stepping. Okay. Oh, and this makes sense as to why those chests were, hidden now, because this is the one, like, sub-area that we're gonna get a go back to it. Okay. That's good. God, I love just killing enemies with... we're just running.
Hunter's Descent. Hunter's Descent. Hunter's Descent.
Okay, we get it. Hunter's Descent, bro.
Something's there.
Something is in fact there, and I want to check it out.
Something's here.
Okay, well. We found them. Who's there? It's the Monstrums? Turns out our little hunch was right. Doesn't seem like Margot's here, but I'm sure she'll rendezvous soon enough. That's one hefty stash of weapons and ammo you got there. Not to mention enough power to send a good several guard posts up in smoke. There's like, what, only 6 of you chumps all together? Talk about a letdown. Right as we were finishing up our preparations, too. Damn Monstrums. Mind your own business and scram for once. Don't attack the guard posts. How do you know about our plan anyway? Look, why don't you just give this crazy plan a rest already? Think before you act. That's what Perry told us to tell you. Hey, Gaston. Maybe the boss is against this whole thing after all. You heard what old Gundo said. Things have changed since the war. I mean all that crock about living in harmony with Rom to restore Balduke? Doing that makes us no better than livestock cozying up to the hands that feed us. We Gleans have our pride. Like how we're submitting to those rotten invaders. Gaston. We'll never give in. Not until they answer for what they've done to us. Until every single life we've lost to the war is repaid in full with Roman blood. It's gone off the deep end. All you'll end up doing is sowing even more hatred. And the one who'll suffer for it most are the ones who did nothing to deserve it. You think we're just gonna sit back and let that happen? Think again. Huh. So that's how you want to play it, huh? Fine. We'll need a good warm-up round before taking on Rom anyway. Oh, okay. Okay, they pulling? Gaston, what are you? You want to romp with the monstrums, do you? We don't want to hurt you. Shame we can't say the same for you. The grief and suffering those robots wrought us, this is what we'll never forget. They killed our friends and families, plundered our cities and slapped a tax on them besides. Don't you get it? This is the only way for us to take our dignity back. If you monstrums aren't with us, you may as well be against us. That's right. The only thing those Romans will get from us is a taste of their own medicine. We'll cast every one of those dirty trespassers out of our rightful lands. They'll be sure to hear our message back at the capital, loud and clear. And when the bells of freedom start to ring, they'll know the pride of Glia will never die. Yeah! You guys, get a hold of yourselves. Huh? How convenient they had to force a actual fight on us. What the hell are those? Monsters? Eek! Where did they even come from? It's just like in the Grimwald. All the hatred and spite they built up must have brought forth the Nox. Gives a flying damn either way. These guys will be way more fun than those lame-ass resistance wimps. Oh, brother. Guess we have no choice. I was just tanking hits that entire time. They're gone. Amazing. I can't believe you actually defeated those things. Yeah, that takes care of that. You guys are pathetic. You really think you can go head to head with Rom after carrying over small fry like that? Hey, come on, Hawk. You think you know everything, don't you? Whether we're a match for them or not is besides the point. All that matters is making those Romans suffer every bit we have. And more! If we don't, everyone we lost 8 years back will have died for nothing. Right, guys? You're right. We've come too far to give up now. I'll give up my life if it means getting revenge on Rom. Gaston! Everyone, please! Do you really think that'll save Glia? Don't act like you guys saying any of this. What do you know? Enough. This ends here. Krisha, or Margot. Krisha's the one saying it. Goodness me. I certainly didn't expect the Monstrums to be here. Perhaps they're acquainted with those youngsters who met the Bads. Innocent. That aside, it would seem they've managed to carry out my request. But boss, I said enough, Gaston. The Bells of Freedom wasn't formed as a way to vent your frustrations. What? Vent my frustrations? Is that all this is to you? Do you have any idea how much we've been doing for Glia? Well, if that's really the case, I would have stood behind you until the bitter end. As she who lit the first spark, I intended to support you no matter what the cost. To bear the weight of your lives and misdeeds as though they were my own. But I think you put it best, no? That all that matters is making those Romans suffer. That you'll give up your lives if it means getting revenge on Rom. Tell me, where in the creed of the Bells of Freedom have I missed those words? Fight without belief or conviction, and you'll be no different from those monsters. That's... Of course, all of this is just as much my responsibility as everything else. Your old crone of a leader has failed to guide you on the path of right.
For that, I apologize. I truly, truly do. Boss, the same fault lies with every one of us old-timers. But it's not late, not too late. You youngsters still have your whole lives ahead of you. That's exactly right. I want you all to take this time to gather yourselves together and reflect. Both on what it really means to save Glea, and on why the bells of freedom truly ring. So long as you safeguard this city with pride, I know the right answer will come. I'm sure my boy wouldn't have wanted it any other way. Right as ever, boss. All's well that ends well. Nothing more boring than a happy ending. What comes next is up to them. Sorry to have put you to all this trouble, boys and girls. I can't say I knew how this would turn out, but I'm glad I made that request. We're glad we can help.
No.
You have my thanks. The situation on Balduke is nearing its peak. You have my aid now more than ever before. As both the leader of the Bells of Freedom and the ever-stubborn old bat, Margot Reyes. Not only has returned to the bar to report what had happened soon after, having finally settled her concerns over the resistance, Margot was welcomed back into the Dandelion with open arms.
Pretty good job we did there.
Peril of the Bells! Peril of the Bells. Cool. That was easy enough quest. Jeez, that's a lot of Nox. Okay, let's go back to the Cloaca Maxima. Because I want to get those chests finally. Because I feel like either I was able to get them originally and I missed them because I was an idiot, very possible, or you could not get them without being like real sly. Right, because it's over there. There's a thing. Right, because it's over. It's over here. And then there's a thing over there. So.
Something's here.
Was I stupid and just missed a door? Oop.
A treasure chest.
Okay, well I was stupid and just missed a door.
Hunter's Descent.
That's one of them.
Hunter's Descent.
That's the other one. And this one's just a relatively simple platforming thing that yeah, okay. Well, I was just a fool. Yeah, so every dungeon you can get every treasure chest with your existent skills. I was just an absolute moron. Okay, well, we got all of them, so that's good. Got all of them there. Still have no idea. Where is this last treasure chest? Like, has it yet to be unlocked? Like something? It's down there. There we go. Nice, bleh. Don't know how that. One, I don't know how that didn't get picked up on the map anyway. Okay, well, we got it. So that's good. So, City of Balduke, 100%. Explored, 68 treasure.
Got all the treasure, all the petals, all the graffiti. Million planes, 119, 80, 13 out of 25, but we got a big chunk that still hasn't been opened. This is another area that we're gonna go to because of the landmarks. Maybe connected to Estat Road. Probably more to this chunk right there. Okay, good. There was what, one other. Where? Oh, can I not do the cannot do this one yet? Corgan Gloves, Genius Screen. Meet me behind the collapsed building in the prison outskirts. Prison outskirts. There we go. Amenities. Yes, Roddy. Oh, you brought a new medical formula just for me? I'll be taking that if you don't mind. Hand over spare formula. Sorry, I can now brew new water. Give Mandragora root. Give Sorry the Mandragora root.
Wow.
The Mandragora root? Now, where'd you get your hands on a find like this? This plant's been used as a time-honored ingredient in secret remedies for ages. With this, I could brew up even a love potion to put a drink under my spell. Then I could just have you bring me as many treasures as you see fit. You can really do that? Don't forget, I am still a doctor, even if it is just a side gig.
Well.
Still, this Mandragora brings back all sorts of memories for me. Used them all the time back in my hometown. I never told you, did I? I hail from a nomadic people from afar. We're few in number, and fewer in funds. It took all we had to eke out a meager living selling herbs and healing rituals. I bet you might enjoy a life like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Adventurer? As for me, I had my fill of destitution. I wanted out, pronto, so here I am. Thinking back on it, though, the medicinal arts I learned then have come in handy. No one expects their friendly physician to be a master thief in secret, after all. It does cover my travel expenses, but lifting pocket money off injured brutes never hurts. You shouldn't steal. I only do it once in a while. Besides, money runs the world, or haven't you heard? From my perspective, you're the oddball for adventuring with nothing in return. In any case, I'll gladly take this little root off your hands. Now shall I sell it for a fortune or brew up an Adol enticer? Decisions. Bewitching Irks has reached level 2. I brew. So we got. Oh, is it Grand Elixir that I got? Heals 100 fuse status. Seems pretty good. Okay, can make that.
Always such a tease.
Okay, let's ask about the quest. Oh, that was fast. Couldn't wait to get your hands on in the pie, could you? That's not exactly it, no. You're just worried what kind of mess you might get into going at this alone. But first off, is it really true? Have you really found that hidden treasure you've been looking for all this time? That's right. Take a gander. An old worn-out wall? Or, wait. It's hollow on the other side, isn't it? Must be some sort of secret entrance. You can hear a faint echo coming from deep within. Whatever lies behind this must lead to a wide underground space of some sort. I had a feeling you'd get me at all. See, I found this spot after going through some old Baldukian maps and literature. Most don't even give it a sidelong glance, plus it's near the prison's old fortress ruins. Considering the wall was completely sealed off, I have a sneaking feeling. No, total confidence that this is the place. No doubt about it. Adventure! Though I'm sure the only part you care about is the actual ruins themselves, isn't it? Guess we don't have so much in common after all. Not that it matters either way. In any case, the way inside seems to be filled with booby traps galore. It'd just be such a hassle for a fragile gal like me to step in all by her lonesome. Catching on yet? All I need is for you nice strong boys and girls to help me explore these ruins. Naturally, I'd be paying you handsomely, given we actually find the treasure. we'd be happy to help.
Yeah.
I had a feeling you might. Not that he particularly gave us a choice. Adol's probably already tuned the rest of us out after hearing that. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to smashing this wall down. Hold on. You knew Adol wouldn't be able to say no to this, didn't you? Yeah, he can't let our eyes off her for a second, this one. Aw, you really know just what to say to a girl. Now, without further ado, how about busting open that entrance for us, Miss Raging Bull? Tough gal like you should be able to take it down in one hit, no? Yeah, just a sec. Kerchunk. Kerchunk, big smash! Eat these big smash time. Well, this place is about as ruins can get. It's not really all that decrepit, though. So this is where you think the royal family stashed their treasure centuries ago, huh? Considering it still has yet to be found, I'm almost inclined to believe it. Yeah, all these traps in here have to be protecting something. We'll need to be careful of what's ahead. Now I'm getting excited. And of who's right now, so yeah. Now I'm getting excited. As if you weren't already. Good to know I picked the right man for the job. I'll just let you monstrums take the lead on this one. My money says the treasure's hidden all the way in the back. Let's get to it. Fool and her treasure accepted. Sarity has joined the group. Not that that means anything. Wait.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me!
Actually, you know what? Yeah, it's fine to have Krisha here for this. 357. Blue bandana. Defense plus 10. Evade rate. Let's have add petrify. How does she take her equipment with her? Yeah, do that. Skills, because your skills are still calamity combo. Once.
Leave it to me.
Let's go.
Yeah. Make sure. Oh. Do that. Don't want them traps to be getting me. Need to watch out. Also want to just kind of have See, it's interesting that they allow you to use the abilities even when the character that specifically it's associated with isn't in your party. Okay. I'm just on the watch out for any secret buttons.
You've got this, Adol.
Good. See, that's nice. That's useful. Like seeing where the floor traps are.
A treasure chest. Not done yet.
There's something here.
There we go. Flick break 1,000 times. Getting a whole bunch of achievements today. Ah. Yeah, it's interesting because, like, in East, 1,000 isn't too bad of a number as well, right? In Trails, that would be obnoxious. Like, that's so much. But in East, it's like, okay, 1,000, it's doable. Not necessarily reasonable, but it's doable. Especially because, like, you're just gonna passively do a lot of the stuff anyway. Without even, like, really trying to. It just kind of is what happens. Alright, bullshit. I rolled over that. Take my lumber chopping very seriously, which is why
Which is why I use the most powerful of my moves.
Something's there.
Oh yeah, do I have any... didn't I get a strength elixir at some point? No, I think I used it already. Okay, good.
There's something
A
here.
treasure chest.
Armored shell, good. Okay, easy enough. Yep, fucking called it. You see a big face on the wall, do not stand in front of said face. You know where you stand? Off to the side, slightly. Huh? A dead end? Looks like this room is as far as we can go. What? There's nothing in here at all. Looks like we drew the losing ticket. All that work for nothing. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh. Look! It's an entrance to the Grimwald! So the treasure's in there.
Maybe.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Well, Monstrums, shall we? That's a good place to store your treasure. Because, I mean, how many people can enter the Grimwald? Wow, look at all this gold and jewelry. I knew it. It's really here. The hidden treasure of the 100 Years' War. For 5 centuries, they say it was nowhere to be found. Eat your hearts out. Oh, jackpot! Mama's hit the big one. You little lovelies are all coming home with me. Sarati, you're kind of scaring me. Well, she did basically fulfill her lifelong dream, more or less. Still. Why is all of this in the Nox to begin with? Oh, details, details. What's it matter? Isn't finding an ancient, unfound treasure trove enough on its own? Being a thief was really so bad, times like these wouldn't feel so good. Now come on, we're hauling this out of here. Start filling those pockets. That's a lot. Like, they should have brought sacks. Huh? It was only a matter of time. Lemures, I suppose we expected this. They've got another thing coming if they think they'll keep me from my prize. Everyone, oust these little claim jumpers and I'll see you get a nice share of the pot. Don't have to ask me twice. There we go. All right, that should... Oh, more of them. There's still so many. There's no end to them. They'll just keep popping up. I'm not so sure we have the means to handle this. Time for a tactical retreat. Wait, but the treasure! My babies! This isn't the time for that, Sarati. We're leaving. You want to stay behind and complain? Be our guest. During the fight, she could have at least, like, pocketed some of it. Gonna be real. Phew, that was too close. Yeah, looks like the engine's closed up behind us, too. Just what was that swarm of lemures? Well, lemures are born from enmity, right? Negative emotions and all that. And greed is one of them. Part of human nature, no matter how much or how little. I bet tons of people have been looking for that treasure. Just like the good doc here. I see. So after 500 years of accumulated greed, the treasure was eventually absorbed into the Grimwald Nox. That sounds almost too crazy to be true. Who gives a damn either way? Sarati? Listen, I know you're not happy about this, but not even we can chase off 5 whole centuries worth of lemures, you know? I know. Dead women spend no gold after all. Just, I finally found that hidden treasure after all this time searching. All I have to show for it is this piddly little thing. Hey! Just when did you... Can't keep our eyes off old Sticky Fingers here for a second, huh? It must be incredibly valuable being a 500-year-old royal heirloom and all. She definitely could have taken, like, a lot more than that if she had just brought, like, a sack. Right? Because, like, you have to think, those are piles and piles of gold, right? It's just like, hey, even like, a small, like, coin pouch, you could just go in, take a scoop as you're running by, and fucking bolt out of there, right? It's not like a very time, like, yeah, if you wanted to pick up everything, but I mean, if you're just, like, running in, jamming your hand in there, and grabbing a fistful, it's like, that's a very quick action. Please, a tiny little pebble like this won't make up for all I went through to get here. The amount of gold was my one-way ticket to the lap of leisure and luxury. But you had fun, didn't you?
What?
Fun? You're right. Stardy looked like she was having the time of her life. Right from the moment we started, now that I think about it. Yeah, that was before we even knew where the treasure existed to begin with. You have done just about anything to find it, consequences notwithstanding. Guess that makes you an Adol birds of a feather. What? Me? Now you're just being ridiculous, lumping me of all people with an adventurer. Alright, I'm over it. We can head back. After all, every second I waste moping about some treasure I missed out on is a second better spent chasing down the next. That's the spirit? She's persistent, if nothing else. As Sarai's treasure hunting expedition came to an end, everyone returned to the service. After parting ways, the Monstrums picked up where they left off in their activities.
That takes care of that.
Gorgon gloves received. Genius green received. The Gorgon gloves. Okay. Items. Actually, equip. Let's just go here. Gorgon gloves. 20 strength, adds petrify. There we go. Gives her 20 strength as well. Equip. Justice blue. Yeah. Honestly, that's a good recolor. All these recolors are so good. Okay, this one's just alright. Like, that's probably the weakest of the ones. Okay. And if I remember right, there was a shop here.
Please, take a gift. I recommend everything.
Okay, that's pretty good stuff. Jade black, there we go. Okay, relic bone.
Oh, that
Let's
one's
get
special
that.
for me. Why,
Yeah,
thank
sure.
you.
Well, you got a whole bunch of
Anything else? Hope to
armor
see you
and
again
stuff.
soon.
Okay, now let's take a looksy poodle at you. Ooh, that's good. That's a good one. That's like, all these are so fucking good. Renegades is the weakest so far. But, like, even that wasn't, like, bad. It was just weak comparatively. Okay, let's come over here. Because it seems like the armor places are the ones that might sell them. At some point I should probably buy, like, the better armor. But until then, don't necessarily feel the need. Oop. It's you lot. You're at the Cultural Heritage Site. Oh, you're that government official we ran into. Something the matter? You're looking pretty tired. Tired? I suppose I might be. I've ended up wanted by the Hieroglyph Knights, somehow or another. Turn to a life of crime. Don't be ridiculous. I came here to do nothing short of my very best, like no one ever was, in the name of the Roman Empire. Seizing the government general must be some form of words. Seizing the government general must be some form of revenge to them. Nevertheless, I have a plan to... Hieroglyph Knights. Those accursed knights. If you'd excuse me. Okay. Yeah.
Welcome. Yes.
By potent. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's buy that.
Come again, okay?
Okay. That's that one. Okay. Let's go one on the Fountain Plaza. Make sure he doesn't say anything, because now I just want to go for the recolors. Like, I want to make sure that there are none of those that I'm missing. Because, like, you can't just dangle some good-looking shit like that in front of me and then just, like, vamoose. Let's kind of also go over... Le Petit Fleuriste.
Well, take us
Bye. Okay.
Come back soon, you hear?
Sue. Okay. So that's good. Yeah, so now... Well, actually, let's go out to the main square. Because I'm hoping to fight some Lemures. Because we're at 80 Nox. That's not too bad. Yeah, so let's go back to the Coliseum. Oop. Coliseum seems emptier than usual. Guess they really did put all their showing on hold after all. Need to find out why Felix was taken away by the Knights. Talking to his coworkers is probably the fastest way to do just that. Alright, let's go. Okay. I don't care, I just want to do...
How could the Hieroglyph Knights do such a thing?
There we go.
What are the Hieroglyph Knights up to?
Crimson Line!
Ain't getting away from me.
Jesus Christ, that was a mean one. Defense elixir, but hey, I got a permanent status upgrade, so hey, we'll take it. There you go. Master Calamity combo, good. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to equip. I'm gonna swap this out for something. Let's do... Yeah, I'll go back to that, and then you can get... Fire Seal ×3. Yeah, and you're still doing good. Okay. Yeah, seems because there's story stuff in the Coliseum, it's not proccing the ones in there. This move is good. Like the triangle one, because it kind of locks the enemy in place. They stop moving, which is actually really convenient. Pierce Talisman, that's fine. Yeah, jeez. Okay. There we go. Just need one more and then I'll see where the thing pops up. There we go. So where's this? Oh, it's gonna, okay, this shows up out over there. Is it gonna be blue or is it gonna be red? Oh, it's a red one.
Let's gear up.
Aren't red ones story ones? Okay, I guess it is. I guess this is me prepping for where I'm gonna have to go. Interesting. Okay, okay, I get it. Basically, it's like, hey, you're gonna need to do the Nox, but you need to do all the story stuff first. Hello, don't worry about me. I just changed from my monstrum form into my human form right in front of you. Okay, how's it going? Excuse me. Oh, yeah, Felix's friends, right? We already never made it home last night. That would be because he was taken to the prison. Oh. I'm sorry. I objected to what the knights were doing. Really, I did. The rumors are true then. But they can't be. Why Felix of all people? Remember that bull that went on a rampage during the show? He was taken in on suspicion of endangering spectators with his reckless bull handling. You're joking. I wish I was. Anyone who was there knows it wasn't his fault. He's gotta be some mistake or something. The knights were the ones who blamed for that in the first place. Meh, those guys will make up any random offense to toss someone in the clink. Those dirtbags, they're just framing him at this point. I was thinking just the same. Nothing good can come from this. Guess this means that the knights have some business with your boy toy? There's some kind of common link with your sister getting hauled in, pussycat? You mean between Carla and Felix? Not exactly comparable. I mean, he is compassionate, I guess. And surprisingly kind and smart and... Just what are you trying to make me say here? It's okay, Yufa. Calm down. Drop dead. Oh, fucking hilarious. When exactly was Felix taken away yesterday? In the evening, right after our night show got cancelled out of nowhere. The knights called out and stopped Felix on our way home from the Coliseum. Well, not just the knights, some Roman soldiers were there too. Roman soldiers? So they were in on it too? Actually, they were trying to bail him out. Apparently, they were there during that show when the bull got out of control. Romans were helping him? But Felix ended up taken away by force he's aware. The Roman soldiers said they couldn't do anything about it without a war on. Just what is up with all this? Felix? He's not the only one who got taken away. The whole city's been on edge. And here everybody thought the knights were the good guys. Well, anyway, here's hoping Felix comes back to us now. So Felix really was taken away by the knights. I'm so sorry, Yufa. I'll be okay. We can't just stick around here. Let's keep moving, Adol. So next on our list is the cemetery to the northeast of the prison and the Pendleton Company. Either one's fine with me. Let's get to it already. Right.
Either one's fine with me. I have no personal stake in this.
I like how you have to... Okay, there we go. I like how the slope of the staircase is just enough to warrant the, like, airwalk in Crimson King form, but you can also just run up it like a normal human. I think that is very funny. Papa, what happened to my sister? We've received a message from the prison mines foreman requesting your mediation. They wish to consult you immediately about the miners' compensation. At a time like this? I'll head over now, so keep them busy until I get there. Yes, sir. There's something you might want to know about the gold procurement from Salsetta. There was a logistical error, so the deal has been suspended. During that period, the market has shifted quite a bit. And what have you done about it? What are you a supervisor for? I'm not here to solve every trivial matter. My apologies, sir. Mr. Pendleton, how would you like me to reply to the Altago branch? The current sovereign requests your presence at the royal banquet. Altago. That's too far. Can't leave the company for that long without Carla here. Tell the branch manager to attend to the banquet at my place. Well, he certainly looks busy. Yeah, probably because Carla's not here. Miss Grisha. Oh, it really is Miss Grisha. What? Mr. Reish, if Miss Grisha were to return, it would solve a great many of our predicaments. Why have you come back? I heard Carla was detained, so I... Leave. Huh? Grisha, the affairs of this company no longer concern you. I mean, sure, the affairs of the company, but, I mean, Carla's still her fucking sister, dude. It's like, get out of here. Pendleton is no place for the likes of a dingy florist such as yourself. Oh, Grisha. Wait, this is her battle fight. What? You can't mean it, Mr. Reish. Yeah, Miss Grisha's here to offer her... You two stay out of this. Uh-huh.
Father, you're right. I did leave Pendleton, but I'm still a part of this family. I'll never forget everything that you and Carla have done for me, so please.
The time for remission has long passed. It was your decision to leave.
But not leave the family, just leave the company.
Once you've made a decision, you must commit to it and accept its consequences.
I understand. Then I have a proposal. As the owner of Le Petit Fleuriste, I propose a business arrangement.
Le Petit Fleuriste.
What did you say?
We at Le Petit Fleuriste offer to provide investigative services to Pendleton.
Because florists are now detectives.
We will confirm the safety and whereabouts of Carla Pendleton, your chief of sales. As compensation, we seek the white sarin flowers that bloom across Altago. We understand you have these seeds in stock, and ask that you give us a courtesy discount. We will also require you to provide any and all information relevant to the investigation.
Do you have any idea what you're suggesting? How can I partner with a flower shop from the slums with no reputable achievements?
A man with your merit and experience should be able to tell if we are trustworthy.
Bitch.
What?
I mean, I wouldn't look at this group of people and be like, trustworthy. I'd be like, what, like, you seem like a very hodgepodge mix of individuals. What's going on here? Although I guess Mystery Incorporated looks pretty hodgepodge as well, and they're masters at detective work.
Under the conditions I propose, Pendleton would incur no liabilities. Like you said, our shop is still small. That is why we offer to shoulder the risk. As someone once told me, gains are made by taking losses.
Somebody once told me, gains are made by taking losses.
You'll be up against the Hieroglyph Knights, who are on the brink of war against the Empire. What can a lone flower shop do?
We won't saddle you with the details. I know Pendleton is busy enough as it is, but I can guarantee that the results will be satisfactory.
Miss Grisha.
Oh.
Impressive.
Grisha, why is it only now that you're able to do this?
Turns out, I had a lot to learn from opening a shop of my own. At first, I was afraid to even decide on order quantities without you and Carla. But if I wanted to keep my shop open, I knew I had to make decisions on my own. I couldn't run away like I used to, even from things I wasn't good at. It was just common sense thinking back. I'm embarrassed it took me so long to learn.
So it was I who stifled your growth.
That's not true at all. Without you and Carla, I would have never learned the things I needed to get to this point. I could have never done this on my own. That's why I have to save Carla.
Yeah, I gotta save my sister, don't you know? Still relatively ridiculous that Paladin was like, you have no business being here because you have left the company. It's like, dude, come on, man. Take your head out of your ass, bruv.
I filed a complaint with the Roman garrison for what happened to Carla, but Warden Belger wasn't there, so it was a fruitless endeavor.
Huh?
Was any and all information relevant to the investigation not one of your conditions?
Father!
It was, but you need to, like, say, hey, we accept your terms and conditions before just jumping into it.
Alas, the garrison didn't have any information, but for whatever reason, the Knights did.
Dude's a shit businessman. We have discussed this. Like, he's not very good at being a businessman. He, like, apparently has a very good business, but he is just a crap person. Or it's like, man, you as a business partner would just suck ass. Be like, hey, here's this term offer or whatever. Here's like the terms of my offer. And then he just like doesn't respond, but then does it. And it's like, you would fucking expect me to just pick it up, right? Like, what the hell, man? Come on.
According to them, Carla was detained on suspicion of colluding with the Monstrums.
Really?
I mean, that's not exactly wrong.
Does that mean...
The charges alone aren't enough to incite suspicion. For all we know, they could be true. I'm sure Carla's reasons would have been justified. It was the fact that they had the gall to arrest someone from Pendleton without consulting me. Considering my relationship with them, it is a most unwarranted and concerning act.
They arrested someone from my company without consulting me for me to bribe them off. Bullshit.
They're not even bothering with keeping up appearances anymore.
Or maybe they don't need to.
I can't believe it.
My personnel in the mines report that the Knights often meet in the prison's restricted sector. Rumors are circulating that the Knights are holding their newly captured prisoners there.
The restricted sector. Maybe Carla's there too.
It is a possibility. That's all the information I have about Carla at the moment.
Okay. Well, that's enough to go off of. We can get into the special sector.
Thank you, Father.
I can't believe they intend to rebel against the Empire by usurping the Governor General. While it's true the Empire did invade Glia, it's better governed under them than the royal family. I think the current events are a necessary step in history, but a rough one nonetheless.
Mr. Pendleton.
I'll send word if I get any more information. Be careful.
I will.
One last thing about your shop. Its location lacks visibility and is disadvantageous to your exposure. Even small changes can bring about vast improvements to your business's image. Remember what I've taught you.
Okay. Thank you, Father.
Yes, even small changes. Like, I don't know, moving shop. Yeah, that's a small change. You just easily do that. You rocked that, Krisha. Huh? Rocked what? Standing up to your dad, what else? You really surprised me there. Yeah, I surprised myself, if anything. I'm glad I was able to tell him how I felt, though. So, where to next? We haven't been to the cemetery yet. Right, Animo should be there right now. Let's go, Adol. Let's go. Okay, to the cemetery. Wow. Oh wait, can I go? No, I can't. That's also Save. Save the game.
Adol, I am glad to see you are okay.
Did you remember something?
Yes. Yes. I had forgotten something very important to me. When Aprilis was pierced by that sword, that is when I remembered.
Okay, plot.
Long ago, I was once a doll that was given to a certain little girl. She belonged to a common farming family, though they lived comfortably. As this girl's doll, I watched as she grew into a proper young woman. Those were modest, peaceful days. I thought they would continue as they were forever. That was until the girl, Rosvita, was discovered to be a saint and sent off to war.
Wait, discovered to be a saint? That's like a thing that's an active thing to be discovered, not like a post-death, like, or like a post-important activity. Is it like Trails World? And like she has a stigma or something?
I'm going now, Anemona. I'll be back before you know it, so be a good girl and wait for me, okay? When the war's over, we'll have a wonderful tea party together, like we always do.
And those were the last words she ever spoke to me.
You mean Saint Rosvita?
You were Saint Rosvita's doll? If those memories came back after seeing Aprilis' final moments, does that mean...
I'm not entirely sure yet. But there was one other thing I remembered. As time went on while she was away, I found myself spending time with another human. I called him Papa.
Papa?
Happy birthday, Anemona. For today will be the first day of your life. Now open your eyes and look at me. Stretch your legs and feel the land beneath your feet.
Papa was the one who gave me a soul and a conscience.
Oh, so it wasn't Aprilis' bullet that did it.
Is that even possible?
Okay, that's surprising. So Aprilis' bullet only gave her this form, I guess, but not the ability to think and move around. Okay.
Who the hell is this guy?
That's okay. That's unexpected.
Unfortunately, I haven't remembered much more than that, but something inside me tells me Papa is much closer than we realize.
Papa?
Perhaps more of my memories will return with time.
God, like the texture on like that text, just it's so chunky.
Anemona.
I'm alright now, everyone. Shall we return to the dandelion for now? Well, we have finished checking every place we needed to. I'm with Anemona here. Let's head back and sort things out. Okay, is Anemona in the party now?
Let's go!
Yes, she is. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you did have skill gain +3. Okay. 58, 50. Oh, 50. Wow, you're at 56 now? Jeez. Well, I mean. Okay, you've almost mastered a couple. You're still. You could definitely benefit from skill gain +3. Damage Lemures, that's kind of fine. Honestly, Petrify Gloves is pretty good. Here we go. Whee! Okay, blah blah. Let's go to the dandelion. So the knights really were snatching people up off the streets. Master and Commander Shadowlord, what exactly does he intend to do with them? But the knights haven't done anything drastic since they captured the Governor General's office. That's what I don't like. It's the calm before the storm. Perhaps it has something to do with the recent arrests. I find it difficult to believe that they've come this far just to hang up their hats now. Maybe they're waiting for something. What? Don't look at me. I haven't shown up to work in a while, so I'm as out of the loop as you are. Master Shadowlord, As you're all aware, he is a venerable and deeply trusted ambassador between Gallia and Rome. Despite that, it wouldn't be unexpected if in the least if he fostered a deep hatred for Romans. Really? How can you tell? Master Shadowlord always seemed like a guy with the proclivity for the moderate. Sorry. I thought it was Grisha. When Gallia was invaded by the Empire, he was on the front lines defending Balduc. A massive battle erupted on the outskirts of Balduc. The 4th Battalion, commanded by General Borden of the royal family, suffered defeat. The general retreated from the battlefield into the safety of Balduc's walls. The Roman army, with a victory in sight, pursued him without mercy. I believe this was the battle which resulted in your parents' passing, Yupa. In mere moments, Balduc was besieged by a Roman general known as Roaring Leo. The battle soon became a siege war. Tell us something we don't know. Yeah, I remember the sea being in chaos when I was growing up. You see, it was that moment that ignited the chain of events leading to our crisis today. The 4th Battalion was outmatched and desperate, for its provisions were depleted. At the same time, the sea was being overrun by riots and pillaging from within. Shadowlord was stationed with a company that chose to obey orders and stand their ground. Knowing they wouldn't last, Shadowlord executed a plan that would turn the tide of battle. He took a small number of troops and snuck past the siege under the cover of night. Under the guise of reinforcements using flambeaux, they ambushed the Roman army. In response, the 4th Battalion agreed to advance and launch a pincer movement. That's not a bad strategy. Indeed. They have managed to obtain approval from the stubborn General Bourdon. The mover was set into motion, and the stationary troops engaged the rear guard. The disarrayed Romans struggled to respond. Then, they waited for the 4th Battalion. But the Balduc gates never opened, and the 4th Battalion never emerged. So they just left them to die? Correct. Supposedly, the general changed his mind before the maneuver was to begin. Needless to say, the Romans regained their composure and retaliated. They made quick work of Shadowlord and his company. That's terrible. Balduc's stationary troops were comprised of young, talented men. In all but an instant, all of Shadowlord's trusted comrades were annihilated. All that happened right outside the city walls? It's a truth the Gallian royal family kept from the outside world to this day. They announced their unconditional surrender right after that, didn't they? That's right. But that wasn't the end of Shadowlord's efforts. After the surrender, Shadowlord proposed that the families of his fallen comrades be indemnified. The royal family promptly refused. Shortly after, Shadowlord was baptized and founded the Hieroglyph Knights in Gallia. That explains his Gallia complex. I feel terrible for him, but it's not enough reason to roll over and just let him get his revenge. I agree. Nothing good can come out of this. I hear ya. So what's it gonna be, Adol?
Let's find out the truth behind the prison.
I'm probably not the only one who thinks there's something fishy about that place. I'm curious to know what Dad's up to. But it's clear that Shadowlord has something to do with what's going on inside the prison. And I just know that Carla and Felix are being held in the restricted sector.
Just you wait. I'm gonna have his head on a platter.
Then it's settled. It's great that you're all pumped up and all. The restricted sector's on high alert now. And gifts might not be all it takes to get through unscathed.
It was only a matter of time before something was done about all those break-ins. If only there was a way to get inside without being noticed at all.
Restricted sector. Isn't there an old aqueduct there?
Was there?
Check out the Big Brown the Kid. I think I remember it too. Judging by the direction, it's probably drawn water from Seal Canyon. Seal Canyon.
It's just northeast of the city, right about here.
And that's our new front door.
It appears as though there's a barrier preventing access to that passage.
Figures. Guess that's another barrier we're gonna have to dispel first.
Another barrier? Get over that barrier!
Now go through it. Dogie's here. Crush it.
We're ready to go whenever you are, Adol.
Be careful out there. There's hieroglyph knights at every corner of the city. Oh, wow, okay. That counts as a new quest. Was not expecting more quest. Okay, well. Hello, Adamana.
Adol.
I apologize, I'm ruminating about a memory. When I looked upon this tea, I recall it vividly. Each time we had tea parties, she would place a teacup before me. Again, I apologize. It was an inappropriate time to be reminiscing. I will suppress these thoughts so that I may concentrate on infiltrating the restricted sector. Okay, so prison infiltration. Got that. Story. That's new, I guess. So presumably sealed path. I don't think there was a way over there. Okay. Yogi. I'm thinking about it, there was something fishy about that security checkpoint too. Maybe possible that you're one of the first to be falsely detained. Whatever it is, we're picking up a scent. Let's keep this up.
Yo, he wants the apple.
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, this is from Asteria. That's right. Aldegon's trade relations with Asteria, doesn't it? Takes me back. That's where we met, 7 years ago. We saw Raba and Kanan, but curious to see how Goban and the others are holding up.
Let's send them a letter.
Good idea. It's been a while since we've had the luxury of sending letters. Aldegon's postal service is top-notch, so it'll probably arrive fairly quickly. I also wonder if that girl who saved you is doing alright. We'll be here talking about old times all day if we don't stop now. Anyway, now I've got this apple to snack on when we get a break. We can continue our trip down memory lane then.
Your affinity with Dogi has increased. 1 hit KO, reach level 2. Nice. Yo, Dogi.
Adol.
You have to do something about my shadow. Let's go, Adol. Okay.
Have a moment.
Okay. So now, what other items do I have to give? Got potent ointment, used to prevent wounds from getting infected.
Yeah, come back anytime.
Adol! Goodbye! See you later!
Wounds from getting infected. Locking on prison 3 years of down everything. It's not let's have my shoulders, good service, help him out more than ever. Let me anger take the reins. That's a real convincing coming from you. Let's take a comment. Thank you. Just darn old hag. That's all I can do. Okay. Hey there, all. You don't need to freak out. I'm not here for anything urgent. Give me advice to staying in ships. I can be ready to crush my dad. Can't for you much more than usual. Watch your diet. Rest often. You're out right in front of me. I can't do a thing now. Kind of checkups by now too. Honestly, I'm honest as Sergeant. Sergeant, you. Well, I may not be much one, but I am still a physician. Helplessness of all you know not being enough. The despair of letting a patient die. As long as I hold people's lives in my hand, those feelings will always haunt me. I've been out of line with myself here, but that's just the price of being a doctor. Price of being a doctor. What about Dad? How does he feel about my illness? I was going through my dad's head when he left. I consider he might have left because he was searching for a cure.
Adol, take care up there.
Okay. So, all those. Got a Dogi event that I'm going to watch. Anyone here? You? Adol, what do you want? What am I doing? I'm just... This is Shantae's request, and I was just doing what... Shut up, it's none of your business. I'll tell you about it eventually. Just forget what you saw for now, okay? And then Shantae's request... Yeah, okay, fine.
Well, if it isn't, go
Okay.
get him out there, darling.
I know it's not for you. Don't push yourself too hard. You find this are going out potatoes. Fine, don't worry. I'll just go for more around, even slices this time. Just take this one here, and Yufa grasps a fresh potato. She attempts to grip it, and it flies out of her hand. Ah, guess it's mashed potatoes again. Yes, sorry, Sil. Sometimes I forget I'm stronger than I realize. It's alright, potatoes are versatile that way. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Haha, you get it. Silhouette gets it. Silhouette gets it. Love it. They knew. They knew. Plus, I'm sure you must have a lot on your mind right now. Leave the cooking to me, Yufa. You just focus on bringing your boyfriend back safe and sound. How many times do I have to say it? He isn't my boyfriend yet. But thanks, Sil. You seen that just now? I thought if I kept myself busy, it would make me feel more at ease. I heard the Roman soldiers tried to defend Felix. I didn't know what to think anymore. So I don't know I can completely forgive them for what they did to my parents. But it's more complicated than that now. Brooding is so unlike me. Never mind that. We have to rescue the people in their restricted sector. Let's go, Adol. Oh, mine. Yeah. The new store's open. Thanks for letting me know.
Purchase additional items. Oh, these are all the stores you can shop at, Balduke. Thanks for all your hard work, Adol. I found it when I was helping the professor one of his previous excavations. Think you'll find more useful than I will. Fairy necklace. Cool. Great. If there are any errands I can run for you, just say the word.
Call for me whenever you like.
Okay, what the hell was that? Necklace. Party recovery of one use only. Okay. Upon party death, all allies flared. That's pretty good. And not gonna lie, that's a pretty good. Even tree nuts can cure vision, some of my prize nuts are religious. I know they're not good. Okay. Who do I give the lotion to? Who? Do I... Oh, do I need to give it to you, my friend? Morbahan? Morbahan, my... Oh, I guess not. Okay. Abieto. Okay. No moment to spare at all. I was on my way to check up on our inventory. I could use a hand.
That should do it. Thanks a bunch, Adol.
No problem, man. My bro, Dougie.
Just look at it. The Dandelion's really come a long way. It wasn't long ago when it was just an empty building. Then we made a few friends, and now it's one of the local favorites.
It's a hideout to be proud of.
Yeah, we couldn't have asked for more. It's not often we get to stay put in one city for this long. The Monstrums, the prisoners, the townspeople, a whole lot of fine folk here. I'll admit, I appreciate the occasional change of scenery from the usual oceans and mountains. You of all people would understand that the most, huh? It's a great city, but it's got its share of problems, with the Grimwald Nox and the Monstrum curse.
Yeah. That's a pretty decent problem.
All in this together. Not just you and me, but all our pals at the Dandelion. One thing at a time. Right, Adol?
You feel the same pain pulsing through you as you felt when you fainted.
Hey,
oh.
Adol, you okay?
It's alright, I'm fine.
No.
No.
Okay, but take it easy, yeah?
Him saying, hey, are you okay? No. I'm not okay.
Probably haven't fully recovered yet. You should get some rest. I'm not sure how our adventure is gonna pan out this time, but no matter what comes at us, we'll beat it somehow, like we always do. There's still so much to see out there. So many adventures awaiting.
I can always count on you, partner.
Right back at you. Let's get through this in one piece, Adol.
Kirby, right back at you. Your fame with Dogi is now at max. When it has reached max level. Maximum. The maximum Dogitude. Okay, prison infiltration. I got a problem. You need to help me take care of it. Find me back alleys. Wanted drolls. We will drill show up in the Bison enclosure. You know the one on the prison here. Put it together. Okay, wanted drolls. Drolls location been marked on the map. Fuck yeah, bruv. Wanted drolls. Detailed map. Wait, treasure 11 out of 12? What the fuck you mean 11 out of 12? Did I miss one? Okay.
I have detected something.
I'm gonna do a quick run through here because if I'm missing a chest, not a big deal that I'm missing a chest, but hey man, I don't want to be missing a chest.
Something's here.
Oop, there's a thing over that way. Is there a secret wall?
Hunter's descent.
No. Okay. Oh wait, yes. Yes. There we go.
A treasure chest.
Boost potion. Good. Good, okay. 100. I also should have noticed that I didn't have 100% explored. Okay. Wasn't the journal said? Wanted drolls near. Show up in the beast enclosure. You know, the one under the prison near the groaning grotto. So am I not supposed to be in the groaning? So am I not supposed to be in the groaning grotto, or is... No, I have to be. Or maybe I have to be at the end. Beast enclosure. There we go, okay. Makes more sense. Go. Okay. Good. Now you. Damn, 892. You do a lot of damage, man. Good. Easy enough. Okay. Any... Is it zone specific? Beast enclosure, restricted sector. Yeah, so I can't get to the restricted sector, I think. Okay. La-da-dee-dee-dee. Basement. Hello, doggy.
Ah, one other thing. Now you're reporting to Aprillis on your subjugation quests. They're gone, you can just report to me and her in her stead. Shantae Park's now figured out a way to get you compensated for it. It's difficult being reminded about what happened to her. But for now, just get out there and put your best foot forward. More subjugation quests.
Work out there. Here, it's all yours. Bloodfang.
Pretty good
Thank
job we
you.
did there.
Give me all that good Nox. It's Ritual Nox. Need 2 soul spar. 4 soul spar. Okay, so I need 2 sacred branches and 6 soul spar.
Good work out there.
Okay. 2 sacred branches, 6 soul spar. 2 sacred branches. 6 soul spar. Au revoir.
Sure thing.
Okay.
All right, let's get to prepping.
Let's get Musketeer maxed. Let's get Pentacle maxed. Oh, I guess I miscounted. 2 more sacred branches.
Good work out there.
More. God, masking out Grimwald Nox or the ritual relics without having Morbahan would be so hard. Hermetic Bastion, attain 100% ritual relics enhanced. Good. Okay. Perfect.
Good work out there.
It would be quite difficult, frankly. You exchange shards. Yeah. I don't know because shards. Yeah, at this point now shards are only useful for getting these base stat increase things. Because I mean, it's not going to be. I'd rather have more Tempest Elixirs because I'm definitely not getting to 99, and we're getting like relatively close to the end. I feel like the game feels like we're getting close to the end. We're not in like final chapter or anything,
But, like, I'm definitely not hitting 99 with everyone before the end of the game, so having Tempest Elixirs to kind of make up the difference is probably better, because I think you get more than 3 strength and 3 defense every level. So it's probably better to get additional levels with Tempest Elixirs than it is to permanently increase your stats a small amount. Okay. So let's do this. Prison infiltration. Let's go to the Central District. Run over here. And this is where I'm going to save, and we're going to end the stream. Because I've been going for a little bit over 3 hours, and I'm getting tired. And I feel like it was a good stream. Made a lot of progress. Some intrigue has been slightly answered. Other has been newly opened. Unfortunate events have occurred. But there's not much we can do about it now, huh? But regardless, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Wolfslash, for the sub, and thank you, Fontano, for the raid. Thank you, 50 Mira and Keeve and Dex for dropping by, keeping me company. Much appreciated. Hope you all have a very nice night, and will join me on Wednesday when I stream some more East 9. Bye.